updated. All right.
Happy post Halloween. Happy post Diwali.
Happy
Happy
poster.
current Day of the Dead. Fucking cantaloupes.
Don't do that.
Yeah, fuck all cantaloupes.
What, the pointing or the swearing? All of the
The
fucking.
fucking of the cantaloupe.
Yeah.
Any melon.
Okay.
They're disgusting.
Disgusting. I'm gonna message Jodie to let her know that we have in fact begun.
Okay. I'm just gonna read the recaps from the last 2 sessions, just because we have Dallan back joining us once more. You learned that the party learned that there was a murder in the Waystone Inn, allegedly by Vrask Antos. Party headed into the Bastion of Law and were able to meet with Senator Van Havenlight, and she gave them full access to the city. The senator revealed she was acting as all 4 senators in the light of the city had died. The party headed into the abandoned home of Vrask Antos and entered a fight with some bandits. The party fought the bandits, as well as quickly looting the home of Vrask Antos as it burnt down around them. In the aftermath of the fire, there was an entrance to a staircase descending deeper beneath the house, leading to what looks like a large stone vault. From a distance, it seems the guards could not get in and were milling about in the area, keeping a close eye over the ashes in this strange entrance. The party snuck into the lighthouse with their invisible prisoner and set up a meetup with the senator once more, who joined them disguised as a guard. And that is where we pick up. You turn a corner inside of the lighthouse, and Senator Van Havenlight is there waiting for you. I don't see the prisoner.
He's invisible.
That's the point.
I turn around and do a very short bow, and I walk on as I was trying to go.
Define yourself.
Renok and the other one are here and can hear your questions, but they have some potion going on that they can't exactly stop until time is expired. So we're kind of indefinitely tied to this at the moment, unless they both decide to attack each other or something. I don't know how the magic works, man. Just probably they're doing something that requires them to whatever. I don't think Renok can cast a spell that he doesn't want to regret.
What does the what does go ahead?
I was gonna say I'm going to continue walking until specifically motion not to. Like I'm gonna walk towards the levels.
You missed everything that Chef
around
said.
the corner.
We're all together.
I thought we were carrying from. All right, my bad. Sorry. My mistake.
Foxy.
So currently
does
we're at the
this-
lighthouse, right, Chef?
Yes.
Okay.
The map is
Right.
updated. Well, what do you what did I do have to ask though, did you start the fire in the city?
It was one of the wizards. He was killed.
Ryan started the fire. Sorry, I had to do it because Cari was doing the dance.
I'm trying not to sing it out loud.
And what do you want me to do with this prisoner who is invisible?
Again, I'm kind of not sure what we should do with the prisoner, to be honest with you, but they seemed willing to cooperate at some point, certain point, until self-preservation kicked in, and then they became disruptive. But we don't want to make sure that they cause a ruckus and screw up our good name in this town for the time being, or what little name we have. And they started the fire on accident, actually. But It was because they were attacking us when we wanted to have a conversation, and they decided that running was better than parlaying.
If it helps, it was the wizard itself, the lightning bolt that he cast that caused the fire. Primarily, the others I don't really think had any intention to do anything other than run and fight back.
So you were fighting with these people in the manor, and it caught fire from your fight?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Why were you here in the first place?
You told us that the manor might hold some of those clues about the water.
What's the guy's name again that you're chasing, Rob?
Vraskantos.
The light stuff.
For the well. You were telling us about the stuff for the well, and Vraskantos had links there, so we wanted to go inspect it ourselves. And we had noticed that someone had already broken in when we got there. Otherwise, we were just gonna knock on the door and see our way around and see if that was there's anything there.
Yeah, we had no intention of getting.
Also, all of them had the tattoo, the
From first
level
line.
1 tattoo. So
They
a
didn't.
whole group of them being up there
Mm.
is very sus.
I did get tons of paper. I haven't had time to look at them yet, but we can look over them together if you'd like.
We did.
The senator is just like, you understand I can't be anywhere near any of this.
Well, this person can't, and I kind of just gestured to what they're wearing.
Well, you shouldn't have asked to do it in the first place if that's the case.
I didn't expect you to blow up a building.
We didn't.
We didn't! None of us cast any form of fire spell.
The whole purpose of having this person here is so that you can control the narrative, and we did that at the very least. But I make no apologies for trying to.
For the sake of the story, we'll say invisibly, conveniently drops at this point, and she sees the prisoner that Renok is carrying, and it's just like, well, let's hear your story. He was stealing some food. The prisoner says, we wasn't doing anything. We were gonna run away, and they stopped us. They attacked us. It was their fault there was a fire.
That's not true. We didn't attack you. We were actually trying to stop you from running away. You drew blood first.
It's like I ran away. I didn't hit a single person in the entire fight.
And that's why you're still alive.
Your group.
Your captain gave you orders to attack us back instead of running. And then your wizardry friend decided to do the same, and he is now dismembered and dead because you guys decided to fight instead of talk.
You heard him right there. He said they attacked us. We attacked back. We defended ourselves.
No.
That is not
You
true.
attacked us.
We offered you food, and you decided to spit in our face.
I believe the words were along the lines of, that's not nearly enough.
You didn't
Or
want
something.
to be seen in that house, and so therefore you ran. And we're not even people with authority, and you already clearly could tell that from the conversation. But the captain said to do something, and you weren't willing to cooperate. And now you're in this predicament where we can control history, and you cannot.
Give me an intimidation check.
This is going to go
Janus.
poorly.
I look at Janus like, not bad.
With Renok standing there helping and looking intimidating, does that help at all?
Yeah, I am very much in
Or does
front of
his
him.
fabulous golden locks not help it in the process?
I was thinking about drawing my weapon just to show, you run. I'm gonna hit you. Yeah, I have my axe drawn, and I'm not doing anything other than just holding it like this.
All right, we'll say that's a plus D4 on the intimidation.
It's not going to help.
Oh no. What happened?
7.
Okay, I tried. I did my best.
I have a question. Wait 1 second. My question would be, does he have to make a check to convince her? Because I might use something on him if that's the case.
The senator is listening to the story, trying to understand what's happening.
Also,
Okay.
Chef, if it matters, I'm not necessarily trying to intimidate him more than it is that I'm trying to give the senator an opportunity to see through his lies and kind of get him caught in getting mixed up, if that makes sense. Because I know this guy's relatively useless to us at the moment, but yeah. I'm not very good at intimidation. I just talk shit, basically, as Janus.
What was the result of the intimidation? Sorry.
7.
7.
That's all after bonuses all applied.
Mm-hmm. He looks at your axe and is just like, yeah, you're gonna kill a helpless person sitting here? That makes you look like the real good people.
You stand exactly where you sit exactly where you are, and nothing will happen to you. You run, it will be your own fault, just like last time.
Let's go ahead and just
Yeah, you guys keep
state
stabbing
what's
people in the
actually
back as they run away.
happened
That's-
here, mister. You're not allowed to talk at the moment. What was the... Sorry, 1 second. What's her title again?
Senator.
Senator.
Senator. You told us information that you needed help with. You gave us information about getting more info on the light, and we also had heard about this murder. We wanted to go investigate to help this city out. We were going there on diplomatic reasons from you. Some people who were at your court have seen us there speaking with you. I think you know we wouldn't have done this. I think you know this dude is lying. And I think if you were to try to turn this against us, it might not look good for you.
That last line turned it into an intimidation check.
Oh, poop. I have the silver tongue for persuasion or deception.
Sorry, D&D thing. Could I jump it in and possibly like switch out that to a persuasion? Is that possible in this kind of game? If I
Depends
say
on what you
something,
say. Depends on what you say. I think.
Let me
What-
go ahead and at least.
I mean, yeah, you go. All right.
I need to stop rolling this dice. It's a natural 1.
Oh my.
Honestly, fits the story. We're threatening somebody that we're trying to get help from.
Not really. You know what I was trying to say,
That was
though,
a natural
right?
1.
Yeah.
You were cooking. You overcooked it, man.
Ven
Because
kind of looks at
with
you
my
and...
with my silver tongue, I can't roll under a 10. So that was my intention.
Okay, so it was a 10.
Well, my silver tongue is only for persuasion and deception.
Oh. Ven kind of looks at you very very cross. It's like, I don't know exactly what's going on, but I am looking at the aftermath of your investigation. The guards are in a flurry. Now there's a hole into the city that they don't understand, and somehow you guys are at the center of it.
Look, when the fact of the matter is, we found some criminals that shouldn't belong on this level. We found a hole that shouldn't be in a building on this level. We potentially found some evidence leading to the murderer that did the thing on what's a bar called again? The tavern,
The
Yeah.
Waystone?
Waystone Tavern. We potentially have a lead to the person who did murder people in the Waystone Tavern. We have maybe information on that alchemist that we were talking about earlier. And yes, there was some negative repercussions.
Waystone
because-
and Mesh.
Waystone, and there was definitely some negative repercussions because something blew up that was out of our control. I don't think we came out negative in this situation. We have multiple leads in multiple cases, and you have a criminal in custody, which you could control the narrative with.
And just to be clear, we, much like yourself, do not want to draw any unnecessary attention to ourselves. Like we do not want to be branded in any which way that will not allow us to do our business. So why would we do this intentionally? It was not us.
I don't believe it was intentional, but I'm questioning your methods. Do you have any questions for this man?
Mainly, how did they get into
Cooperation doesn't seem to be
Yeah.
his strong suit at the moment.
Circle of Worthy? How did they
Meanwhile-
even get into the Circle of Worthy?
While
That's one
they're
thing I wanna know.
questioning him, I'm gonna pull out all of the papers I got in the burning building before I left, because maybe the others can read through it while we're questioning him to get info.
And I did send those, right? They all ended up in general.
I think we got at least one of them. I don't remember if we got all of them. Yeah, we got one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna read this now out loud
Okay.
for the stream, if that's okay, guys.
Yeah.
Unless someone else would like to do it. Actually, Dallan, would you mind, since you've been pretty quiet? You're really good at reading dramatic stuff, like scripts and all that.
Oh, sorry, little lady. I had to lean up. I didn't mean to disturb your tiny little sleep.
That's not the note, by the way, chat.
Ow, 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 ow. It's okay. Oh, okay, sorry. Let's see. So it's this little text thing.
Yeah.
I have gathered more information on Strahd von Zarevich from the locals in Vallaki. A few pints of beer loosen the tongues quickly on these folks, and they will weave horrid stories of this monster. In ages past, Strahd was a vicious warrior and conqueror, leading armies of the von Zarevich name and expanding their grasp in various regions. He settled into a conquered kingdom, what we now call Barovia. Strahd's brother Sergei married and settled elsewhere, but Strahd was enamored with Sergei's wife, Tatiana. Strahd pursued Tatiana and tried to force her to love him. She fled and vanished off the cliffs of Ravenloft. Strahd flung himself off the same cliffs, mad with desire. He didn't know that the Barovians had cursed him for his merciless conquest of their homes. They prayed he would never be able to hurt any others. In a divine twist of fate, Strahd would never be allowed to leave and would only be able to hurt others for eternity. Strahd survived the fall, body broken, bones twisted beyond recognition, mauled to death over and over again by woodland creatures. Clinging to life, unable to die, his only option was to grow. The broken Strahd traded all of his remaining humanity away for power, giving what he could regrow for power and strength beyond comprehension. Now the drunkards around me claim Strahd endlessly pursues Tatiana and claim she is reincarnated constantly. Or at least Strahd pursues someone that matches her description. Fierce brown hair, fair light skin, and the attitude of a warrior.
Do we know who wrote that?
Fix the typo in it.
Yeah, there we
Isn't that the guy you're chasing?
Strahd?
Tatiana?
You're not chasing Strahd.
No, the alchemist guy. What's his name? Whatever it
The
is.
murderer dude.
Zozimos?
Yeah, Zozimos.
Oh, that's not the murder.
Yes, he was staying with Antos. Did you find him?
No.
No, we found some papers that potentially could be his. We're looking into it.
No, those are the only papers.
Well, it does seem like we need to look what is in the basement of that manor.
Well, at the very least, this is some relic of something lost because Vallaki no longer exists, so this piece of paper could be valuable. Depending on who wants it.
She reads over the paper and it's like, this is a thin veil of history. There's not much going on here.
Well, perhaps it's a cipher or there's something else going amiss here that we
But
can
what does
inspect
it
later.
Show. Maybe the beginning of a rabbit.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, I need to go and check on the vault. Whatever is below that building is seemingly the next step here.
Well,
What would you like us to do with him?
Did you have any questions for him? Why did you save him if you're...
like we said, we didn't want to kill everyone and he surrendered, so we didn't have any reason to kill him.
He also wanted to run around and blame that situation on us. And we didn't want that to happen because
Yeah.
it would be a lie.
I actually have one question for him.
And you did ask him how they got up higher in the city, I believe, Meshadieme, so, you know, he'd
I've been trying.
Simon is like,
We had to.
there's
Keep moving.
sewers and passages all throughout the city. It's easy once you know where you're going. You know, once we get out of the grates, the back roads of the city were all empty. Everyone was down trying to get food. We walked right into the place.
Is this a common occurrence? Common enough that locals would know?
How locals are local.
Locals? As in what a local is?
You just need to look for the signs. Kind of looks over at Grim and he's like, that guy knows. You'd be able to see him.
I do know.
Okay.
Why did you have a wizard with you? What's his gig?
It was part of the group. He that there might be some interesting notes up in the Antos house, so he wanted to come along with us on the raid.
Did he find it in what he was looking for before we got there?
We just got there when you started swinging. We just broke through the back window and we're just in the pantry. The empty pantry, I would add. We didn't even steal anything yet.
Why was your boss so willing to leave?
It's the same thought I believe that predators would have out in the woods. A predator can't be injured because otherwise they can't get their food. So the minute there's danger, you have to run away, otherwise you won't survive.
Yeah, that's about it. Deer caught in headlights kind of situation. Once we were discovered, all we were going to do was get back out. We weren't supposed to be there. Guards weren't there yet.
Are you taking this down? They weren't supposed to be there.
Are you still hungry?
Yeah, I could eat.
We still have lots of extra food from Maefyre, right? Renok?
So is Goldy holding
Yes.
it? Or Renok holding it?
Yes, I have it.
Will you accept the peace offering? It's not gonna taste great, but it'll be something.
Yeah, he'll eat the food offered to him. He's just kind of sitting on the ground, eating.
But when I hand it to him, I'm just gonna ask him, why didn't you just accept the food to begin with? If you're all so hungry, you could have just taken the food and run. You just ran. Why?
We got 200 people that needed food. You can't carry 200 pounds of food, so I'm just assuming you didn't have enough for everyone.
Yeah, well, you know what
Something.
assuming means.
You can start with what we have and then get more.
Down in the bottom levels of the city, we're getting rotten crusts of bread. The senator is perked up to this. It's like, people are starving down there where the city doesn't care about us.
It's only been a day. You guys will live.
Days grow long where you're thriving on not very much.
And they might have been hungry
Stomachs are already
already.
growling, and it's only going to get
that's
worse.
fair.
So much bloodshed could have been.
And you may not be starving right away, but you're always going to get the most hungry right after you miss your first meal, and that's when you're going to be the most unhappy. So it's about to get
Yeah, you're right.
a little bit rough in the city, I think.
Well, like we said before, we weren't trying to solve that problem, but we were trying to get you guys some food to have that conversation, and then we had the whole discrepancy that followed. Not exactly proud of what we've done, but at the same time, we felt like it was necessary at the time, as did you guys in retaliating rather than actually running. So there's not really anyone that's outside of this issue that doesn't share blame, but we're willing to make peace with it from now on. That, however, doesn't really talk about our future at all, only about the past. Unless we cooperate with one another, we're not going to get anywhere.
The prisoner just sits munching, and Senator is... she scribbles something on a piece of paper, and it's like, I don't have my seal, but maybe this will be good enough to get you close to that entrance deeper into the city. I don't know where it goes, but that might be where Zozimos is hiding out.
Entrance.
Follow that tunnel wherever it leads to. I will take care of this man and hand him over to the guards. She hands you another slip of paper that says, like, these adventures are commissioned on behalf of Crescent to investigate the unexpected stone passageway beneath the Antos ashes. And she kind of goes to kneel and grab the rope by the prisoner. I'll let him finish eating, and then I'll take care of him. You guys head out first, unless you have anything else you need.
There is one thing. We eluded the guards that we were gonna be meeting the real you. Are the guards under the assumption that the light is still alive?
Yes.
Okay, then I can wiggle my way out without a
Thank you for
problem.
your help.
She kind of sarcastically says, thank you for your help too. Your methods are a little extreme, but I guess we have some progress.
You know, we probably, in retrospect, needed to get this slip of paper about going to the estate prior to going to the visit. That would have been easier.
We'll try to do better. All right. Well, that went well.
No, it didn't.
I was being sarcastic.
Oh, I didn't know you were capable of that.
No, I wasn't either.
As you walk away, you hear a pretty sickening squelch, and a grunt of pain and a thud as a body falls over.
Wait. Whoa. Did you just kill him?
Yes. Obviously.
I'm gonna turn around and go straight back.
I'm gonna be honest.
Did you not stand in
hate
front
her.
of her, in front of this prisoner, and refer to that guard as Senator Havenlight?
You buried
turn the
him
corner
when you
back.
told him about all of the details.
Renok turns the corner and Ven is licking her fingers, having eaten something. She's back in her senator form.
I'm just gonna say it right
Do
now.
I
It's
see
really
any?
hard to read her.
Okay. Do I see any signs of a body? Did she eat him whole?
You had looted this guy, and so there's a small pile of clothes, but that seems to be all that's left.
I just take one look at her. I don't really do any kind of emotions, and I just carry on walking back to the group.
I'm so confused that
guys
she's talking
signed
about
his
our
death-
methods and stuff, and then
You guys
this
signed his
happens.
death warrant. You're
Let's-
referred to as the random guard as Senator Havenlight. She had no
He
choice.
was gonna
but to kill him.
serve our death warrant.
I put my hand on Chamilla as if to motion forward. Let's just go. This place is weird.
I hate her. Fuck her.
You did this.
I did not. Everyone's trying to
We share the
gaslight what
blame.
we did and
You,
tell us
as
it's
in
our
you.
fault when we didn't.
We shared the blame, Camilla.
No, we didn't. They attacked us. Then she's talking about our methods and stuff, and then she goes and kills him.
Excuse me. I must admit, I also have no fault in this. We did our best. They attacked us. I have no blame. I feel no guilt.
That's very convenient.
You know that he before we came up here, he was yelling to the guards, telling them that we set fire to the place.
I don't think he's
He
without
was
blame either.
purposely lying to try and turn us in.
Yeah.
I mean, if for anything, the only real guilty one is that damn wizard, and he got exactly what was
I
coming. to him.
thought she was above board and would have just put him in prison. I did not think she would have just randomly killed somebody, but now that I know what
not
she's
random.
capable of. Oh,
It's not random.
To be fair,
she can't just go ahead and kill some dude.
to be fair, Janus gave a very a grand idea to use him as a scapegoat, and I don't even know what her method is anymore.
I'm not giving
Regardless,
her any
let's-
info.
Let's just go. I don't like being here right now.
You
I should-
depart from the lighthouse and pass by the guard, kind of still looking down out over the smoldering ashes. It's like, oh, I'm leaving already? I thought you were just kind of brushes you off and ignores it. It's like, they're still stuck out there. I don't know, the fire seems to be out, smoke's dissipating, but they got a ring around that staircase now. It's interesting. First real thing that's happened in Krezik in a while. First the famine and now the fire. What's the other symbols of the apocalypse?
Well, if you get a bunch of frogs falling down, at least you'll have something to eat.
Yeah, I suppose so. You guys head back down one level to the Circle of the Worthy. What are you doing next?
Do we want to go right away or go tomorrow?
Go where?
Down the rabbit hole.
The actual
Here
hole.
we are.
The,
Bloody white tail.
It still seems like it's pretty crazy over there. I think it'd probably be best for all of us to rest. Today's been a shithole.
Mesh,
Like
how
our
long
time.
until this food disappears? Also, Jodie, we can hear feedback from you.
oh, it's feedback? How? How is it feedback? Oh my
I
god.
can hear,
Audio
hear
device.
a lot of noise.
I can hear.
That's
That's
is
better.
You can't hear it
your
now?
laptop
Back-
fan.
Laptop fan.
Maybe?
Oh, I've got like wireless things. Hang on, let me try and turn that off. Hang on.
It's probably the audio device.
Oh, and but by the way, the food lasts. It was 24 hours from when I made the spell.
Sorry, Maefyre. So, how long do we have left until the food disappears?
7 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, it was. I made it in that morning we woke up. I think, or
6,
just
7
after we
a.m.
left.
tomorrow.
So yeah.
Right. Are we gonna eat? Because I'm gonna just give this to the first guard I see and tell him go give it to someone. It'll be a waste otherwise.
Let's go find some. Let's go find a place to eat.
Okay, that's fine.
Or just go to our rooms, I guess. That's probably safer.
Did we check out? We're still there, aren't we?
Your room is one level lower on the steady ring. There's probably not any place to eat on this Circle of the Worthy. These were all the really rich people that have their own chefs type of wealthy.
Let's just go back to the
I mean, we're not
our rooms, and then we can divvy up what we pulled from those people, and we can talk about the notes that we may have pulled from that as well.
You head one level lower. There's a kind of a steady stream of guards and everyone who is. There's a line of people all with like the proper marks to get up into the Circle Worthy, going to go gawk at the fire, and the guards are, pushing them back, saying like, just one at a time. It's just, you guys know the rules. This isn't anything new.
Let's take a bit of food for ourselves, and I'm gonna split up the rest of the food that we won't be eating.
I think this is my only D&D game where everyone actually needs to eat. It's shocking.
And I'm gonna go into an alleyway, leave the food like in the cloth we're holding it in, and I'm gonna walk out of the alleyway and use thaumaturgy to like bounce my voice and say, "Look, food in that alleyway over there," and just walk away.
There'll be one random kind of nearby person who hears it and looks at his stomach and is grumbling, and he goes into the alleyway and grabs it. Walks out with the cloth sack. Seems to be holding it tight to his chest. You head back into your apartment. It is, close to noon at this time.
All right, what are we doing? Start munching on a little bit of.
So we're actually made it back to the room then?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll let you guys know some of the loot that we got, and I'm just gonna start putting stuff on the floor. Got these 2 potions, normal stuff. Invisibility potions are burned and wasted, but we got out of a sticky spot, supposedly. This wand apparently can make people go to sleep. I can't use it. Only people that can magic stuff can do it. There's a spell book in here that maybe we can sell, or someone that knows how to use spell books can use it.
I'd be down to hold on to the wand.
I'm just like laying it on the floor and then just like leaving them there. There's a greater potion. This one looks a bit better. I've made these before, but they're really, really hard to make, so this should probably be really helpful. Renok, turn around, and I point to the hammer. That's what the captain used. Probably a good upgrade for him, so I just left it with him. It's too heavy for me.
Oh, what, you gave me the hammer?
Who else is going to use it? And I like gesture to the room.
It's just, this is the second hammer you've given me.
I've given you nothing. We killed people and they had it.
No, don't talk about that for first session. You gave me a big hammer. I have 2 hammers now.
Whatever. There's smoke bombs. There's 2 of these. Some of those traps that I think Chamilla and I like question. I was like, they tried to hit us with one of these when we were going through that door earlier. There's some traps that we can set that are explodey. Probably not good if we want to set any more fires in this town. And Mesh, did we divide up the gold already? Just kind of out of game. No.
No.
Okay. I just put the stack of gold in. Hey, Mesh, count this.
Okay.
Then there's studded leather. This, it looks like, I like turn it around. I like go and grab a lit candle and dump some wax on it, and it has kind of that thing where like you got a brand new coat that's like resistant to rain, where like the rain falls off of it, and it does that with the wax on the armor. Yep, that's magical. This is really, really nice. I would personally be able to benefit from this, but there are plenty of us that would benefit from this. I point to Chamilla, I point to Mesh, I point to Grim, and I'm like, and then I think about it and like, maybe my Maefyre would benefit from this. I'm not sure. But this is
Benefit
studded
from what?
leather, so this is qualified as light armor. Above the
Light
game,
armor.
light armor is good for people that have a high dex that can also like get the benefit of having more than +2 to their dexterity. So if you have a +3 or higher, studded leather or leather light armor is better.
I do not have a +3 on my dex.
So you would benefit if you only have a +2 or lower, medium or heavy armor is best if you can wield it.
If it helps, I have
I can
+3.
wield medium armor. I think I do have an armor on that was given to me
+5.
by.
I think I have studded armor.
What's
I
your
don't know,
dex,
that-
Van?
Somebody.
Or Van? Wow, that's a callback. Grim,
20.
your dex is 20.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay,
It
Mesh
was not.
Nice.
It was one of the boosts I got from
from
I
the
think one
deal.
of the three. One of the 3 deals. Yeah.
Ah, okay,
I
Because my
actually
charisma
have,
is also 20.
okay. Carrie,
already have studded leather.
I think I
yeah.
might.
What's your dex though, Carrie?
0.
And you're a bard.
Mm.
Then you need medium armor
I can't wear medium armor
because you're a bard.
because my strength is a -2.
That has nothing to do with the medium armor.
I don't know why. I don't know why it just says armor. Medium armor isn't selected on my.
Carrie, if
it
you
only
go
gives
to
me the option
your
of light armor.
if you go to your armor section, it says light armor, medium armor, shields, or something like that. What does it say there?
Right. It only says light armor.
So bards can
Yeah, I
only
think
wield
bards-
light armor.
Yeah, bards don't
Okay.
get other armors.
Okay, that makes
Mesh,
sense.
can you wear medium as a warlock?
I don't need it because I have draconic things.
Okay, I don't need to know about your cryptic secrets. I just need to know the answer to my question.
I can wear studded leather +1, but it won't give me a boost.
Okay, still haven't answered my question. Can you wear medium armor as a warlock? Yes or no?
No, I cannot.
Okay,
as
that's
a
all I wanted to
warlock.
know. Thanks. So that would basically mean that it's between me and Grim as to who would benefit most from this. I can wear medium armor, but because my dex is +4, Grim's is also +5.
If it helps, I can also wear it. Not that I'm in the race or anything.
Why are we talking about medium armor? The studded leather is light.
Yeah, it's because if someone has the ability to use medium, then this was probably better for people that can't use medium.
Okay. That's
I
what you're
can,
saying.
but because of the build that I've chosen for my Bloodhunter, light is best. And Grim is a rogue, which always benefits from light armor. Well, you're rogue witch, right? Or bard?
Rogue Witch Bard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're an amalgam. And then if Carrie's character had a high dex, this would be the best armor for her as well. So we have 2 different things in play here. 1, who would benefit from the armor, and 2, who would benefit the most from the armor. This is Janus back in this. So I would benefit from it because I'm in the front lines getting hit a lot, but if you're not able to hide or get away from things and you still get hit, this would be best for you. And I think that between me and Grim, we've got a pretty decent way to avoid getting hit, while Camilla's a bit sticky with getting hit. So, Cari,
What does it
what your
do?
armor
Is it
class,
just
I think, is like a
regular studded
12.
leather?
Is that right? Cari, I'm talking to you.
Sorry, I was reading something. What'd you say?
Is your armor
that's
class
fair.
12?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, your armor class is dog water because you don't have a, like, dex. So, Cari's character would benefit the most from this boost.
I don't have any melee attack things though, so I'm usually out of the fray of things.
Until you're not.
Until you're not.
Until I'm not.
Until you're not. Yeah, so that's very important.
But yeah, if you guys like wanna, I would rather give things to like the melee ones, but if they don't benefit, then I'm okay to take.
I mean, I don't particularly melee. I can. I mean, the things that I can do are a lot. It just really depends on where I'll be most useful. Is how I approach a combat situation.
I have spare armor.
What's the armor?
A cast off breastplate because I've got the thing that Baba Yaga gave me. So that means I've my
So
original
medium
one.
armor.
I still have it. It's medium, yeah.
Well, let's have Chamilla see if she can try it on, even though it's too small for her.
Does
What
a
is it
medium
again?
armor do
Sorry.
something with casting?
It's cast off armor breastplate.
Actually,
weighs
Cari
20
can't benefit from this.
20
Sorry.
pounds.
What's the AC on it?
Mhm.
14.
14 plus 2 is 16. That's the same as what I got. So this armor, if Chamilla, Grim, or Janus wears, it just is a +1 to our armor class, basically, because we're all wearing studded leather, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll take it.
My vote is for Chamilla because
Yeah,
she's
for sure.
squishy,
I think.
She
and
has been in a few
any
more
+1
predicaments.
to anything is best. So if she
I
can get an
have-
armor class of 13 versus 12, that's a big jump for her.
I have like
Yeah.
700,000 things I can do to respond to being attacked. So I'm good.
Get it? Wow.
That's quite a bit.
While I would prefer having it because I'm in the thick of things, I'm perfectly fine to default Renok to being in the front and then kind of going behind him.
I give you a thumbs up.
For
We need
The
to get
smoke-
you a way to attack and get out of a situation.
for
I
the
mean, I'm
two.
not really in the front line either. Most of the time.
Mhm.
So, anyways. Also, we don't have to get this resized. You just put it on.
But I've got a really high armor class, I think.
Have I? I don't know if I've rolled. have I
Maybe
just
I'll put
rolled
you in
those
front of me
hit
there.
points?
Little one.
I have 38 hit points. Is that normal for level 6?
Use her as a shield.
Shouldn't you be level
Roll.
7? You're one level ahead of us.
No, so I'm level 6 for proficiency bonus and health. So the only thing I got from the 3 levels was just the witch features. No, none of that.
Alright.
Oh.
So I'm making a note that this leather
Is
armor
it-
is going to Chamilla.
I'd technically be level 9, but I didn't roll for health or anything like that.
So if I take the cast off breastplate,
You can't wear
give
it.
you my studded leather, and
You
someone
can't
else
wear the
can use
cast
it?
off breastplate because it's medium.
Yeah,
by your own
that's what I
admission.
thought.
So we were
That's why I was
giving you
confused
the
that you
+1
wanted to give
studded.
it to me.
We were giving you the +1 studded leather armor.
+1 studded leather armor. Got it.
Correct.
No, I was
Renok,
just
what are you
mentioning that I have
wearing?
I have a spare one. That's sort of.
Yeah. Renok, what are you wearing?
I am wearing.
Are you wearing splint?
Oh, come on. Why are you not working? 1 second, please.
And then the next good armor that we get that's studded leather between Grim and I, we can
I'm
rock,
wearing
paper, scissors for it or
chainmail.
something. Chainmail's is 16.
Mm-hmm. And that's it. The other ones are just my more enchanted items.
Do you get a
Uh,
disadvantage with the cast off armor, Maefyre?
Yeah, I do.
To stealth, you get a disadvantage to stealth rolls with breastplate. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then it's effectively the same for Renok then. It'll just be lighter.
My items thing.
And this doesn't fit him as I like hold up the smaller version. It's like halfling sized and Renok's like really big. Like, I don't think that'd work. That might make a nice helmet for him.
It molds to your body.
I could
It's
make
like-
it work.
Oh, so this
It
is a
doesn't
magical
naturally grow.
piece of item. Okay.
No, it's not. I'm just saying it does that. It's not. It doesn't say it's magical.
Damn chair.
Might make him a nice hat.
I can't
It would
find
protect my head. Thank you.
the +1 studded leather on here.
It's blue.
Blue care.
I like blue. I like blue.
Just type in studded leather, STUDD.
I did, but it's
Scroll down.
It should be called studded
just
leather
out.
+1.
right. It's
Just after everything that's G, there's armor, and then favorite, and
Okay,
then
if-
glass, and then studded.
not. I see it now. It's like way on the bottom.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Now that that's sorted, we got to figure out who's taking the smoke bombs and who's taking the explosive traps.
Is anyone taking my previous studded leather?
Cari.
No,
No.
What do I do with it then?
Give it to Renok. Put it on the pack mule.
Here, Renok.
So Renok, add normal studded leather armor to your inventory.
Goodness.
So we got two smoke bombs, 2 explosive traps. I just like look at Mesh. You want to get tricksy with these, or should we give it to someone else?
I am not great with traps.
Because these seem like
No.
Camilla's
I'll take
thing.
the smoke bombs, though.
What is it with traps?
Or maybe
How
at
do you
least
use
one of them.
traps? Is it sleight of hand for traps?
Probably.
It's like
Yeah, it would be
DM
sleight of
question.
hand to set up a trap, and they're small explosive traps that do about 1d6 of fire damage.
I could take the smoke bombs. I think our low health casters should take the
I can't use them.
smoke
Mesh.
bombs. No, the smoke bombs.
Actually, that's a good point. Camilla might do well with that. She could smoke bomb
Yeah,
and then
one-
turn into a bat and just basically vanish.
Yeah.
Camilla, you want to take the smoke bombs?
one
Sure,
thing
why
you want,
not?
Camilla?
I was thinking Camilla. She can
What's that, Graham?
stealthily use them.
I'll take the explosive traps because I am the least likely to blow myself up from it.
All right, here you go.
Okay, who doesn't have potions?
And Graham, you took the wand, yeah?
Yeah, I took the wand.
Can you read this
Um,
notebook of spells?
Yeah, but I can't do anything with it.
Well, someone that can read it's better than no one. Here, you take it. Just put it in your bag.
Chef, the hammer that I received, what kind of hammer is it, or what do I add?
Oh, if I remember right, it's your mom.
It's
Appreciate that.
custom hammer, so you're gonna have to just keep track of it on your own.
Oh, okay.
I did not make one in D&D Beyond for it.
You put it on there?
I did not.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't mean to be a pain. Could you just DM what it does so I can add it to the
In
inventory?
general.
It's
in general.
Everything's in general.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
All right, so potion of greater healing. Is this a blue potion? Or is it a green potion?
Renok,
There it is. It's green.
I have this mess kit that I don't need anymore, so I'm gonna give it to you, and you can use it however you want.
Getting a lot of gifts today.
Are we
My hands are so
splitting the
full.
gold evenly?
Thank you. Give me a moment, please.
Camilla, are you taking both the smoke bombs or grenades?
That's what I thought. Do you
I
want
could
them
take
instead?
one. I could take one just in
Okay.
case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to get in melee range most of the time.
I'm gonna add it to my bucket.
All right. I have desire to keep the greater healing potion for personal reasons.
Sure.
So
Oh,
there are
that's
2
gonna
normal
have-
potions that I can distribute to others.
I can give another 2 also if anybody wants potions.
Does anyone not have a potion?
I do not.
Take
I
this
used
one.
Mine.
What is it?
It is a normal
Regular
potion of healing. You take one, and Camilla, you take the other.
Normal potion of healing.
Potion of healing. It is a white potion. In the
I have 3 potions. I can give 2 just in case anybody wants to keep one on hand.
do you have potions, Maefyre? You're muted.
Sorry, muted.
I do.
I have one potion of healing.
Here, Mesh, I'll take one, and then I'll have one normal, one greater.
Okay. One for you. Renok, did you want one?
I have 2. I'm
Okay.
rather okay.
Who can move the fastest out of us? They should probably have extra potions.
Whoever's the
To
rogue.
get to somebody's down.
Probably me.
Maybe, yeah.
I can
Oh.
move 35 feet per.
I can do 35 also.
I can only do 30.
Well,
But
if I'm running towards an enemy and you have to be towards the enemy, and I can, well,
that should go to
I can get
Meshadieme.
there faster than most of you. Because let's say like Camilla gets hit by someone, goes down, and there's an enemy over your body, and I'm far away. I can run 30 and then teleport another 30 and then put a potion in your gullet and pick you up.
Also, don't worry too much about me because if I go down, I'll just go back to the mansion.
Oh, that's a problem.
Well, we're not exactly gonna let that happen.
As long as everyone has a potion for the time being, that's fine, but I would rather it not be like one person has like 8 or like 3. As long as everyone has like 1 or 2 is good. I've
I
got
could spend
2.
another hour and make another one tonight. I have some ingredients.
All right, well, let's give Camilla 2 because she has the versatility of going in and out of bat at the very least. I
Okay.
think that's interesting enough to necessitate having a second potion.
Sounds good to me.
And I have 2. And if everyone can discuss this before we go to bed, that we all know where we're keeping our potions on our body, so that if we go down and we don't have one, we can take it from your body and put it in to help you out. I'll show you how I latch some of the alchemist stuff to my belt so you guys can have them on hand instead of in your bags. So I'll kind of show them that this evening.
There is a knock at the door of your little manor.
Yes, who is it?
The city guard. We have a food ration for you.
It's okay. You can spread it out with others. We've found some sources.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah, we're
Please.
good. Appreciate it.
That would just piss people off. So actually, I'm just gonna leave it here. Come grab it whenever you're ready.
Yeah, just leave it outside the door.
Leaves a little DoorDash order on your porch here and walks away.
Did they spit
Leaves it
in
on the stoop.
Oh God, Cari, don't remind me.
Okay.
All right.
If you go and investigate the food, you open it up and it's like not much food and also very unappetizing food. Looks like the leftovers, like the ugly fruits and vegetables kind of stuff.
Rubber eggs.
You can feed it to my dragon if we need. I don't think he needs to eat.
2, 3,
Do
4.
we still have the leftover food
6.
that I made, or was it the next day?
We kept some for our dinner.
Okay.
All right, so the gold is 312. Chef, is that correct?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 52 gold. Put it in your bags, folks.
Done.
Thank you.
How many?
52.
52 per person.
Now, does anyone have a record of who you owe money? Because I believe that there was some exchanges back and forth between people, and I might have been
0.
one of those. So I think I owe people
I didn't
money.
do any.
You do,
I didn't ask for any and give any.
but I don't care.
I'm also fine.
Nice, I'm at 69. I don't want to give any of you guys money.
That is quite nice.
We have to add 52
I was at
gold.
69.
52.
Yep.
Dang, I've got those in my name.
Grim, did I owe you money specifically, I think? Like
Yes,
10
but,
gold?
I don't. I'm not bothered. Sorry.
All right, well,
I
I'll
am
just be more
bothered.
nice to you. for 10 gold.
I'm rich.
I always knew you could buy friendship.
Yeah, sure can. At least with this guy. All right. I believe that's all of the items, folks.
Mall. There's a mall if anybody wants it.
A maul. Yeah, that was the other thing.
Eh.
A maul is a great sword, Goldy.
Oh,
That's
God,
for
no,
heavy
not that.
weapons. It's basically like 2d6 when you roll damage.
All right, I'll add that.
If you're not over capacity. But you're the only one that can use it.
Trust me, I'm perfectly fine with everything you give me. Yes.
Assume
There's gonna be a badass scene later where like Renok goes to hit somebody and they break one of his weapons and he just reaches in his bag and pulls out a bigger one.
He's literally playing Breath of the Wild. He just has the whole thing.
By the end of this campaign, I will use Ultimate Blade Works in the most clumsiest of fashion. Just-
you remember that
He reaches in his
Instagram
bag,
video?
Rob, you got it.
Everyone.
You got it, Rob.
Goldy,
We're gonna all have different titles by the end of the campaign that were like our epic titles, and Renok is just gonna be called the Collector.
I would like that. Mesh, what are you saying?
Manji, you remember that Instagram video I showed you where the guy is wearing this huge backpack and running around like Solid Snake, I think, or something?
God, vaguely.
I have to find it again.
We'll do it later. Oof.
So funny.
Just an FYI to all of you about what I have on my person. I have a great sword, a great hammer, several javelins, a maul, playing cards, and a thunderwave hammer. I am.
One of these things is not like the others.
Oh, there's
Hey,
4
that-
short
oh,
swords and 4
oh.
leather armor also. By the
I
way,
heard of a
probably
man.
Sell
I've heard of
those
a man
to
who
the
can
guards?
throw those.
I think they.
That
we
seems
could go down
excessive.
to the lower districts and sell this, I'm guessing. We have 4 short swords and 4 leather armor also, Renok.
Do we have a bag of holding?
I have a handy haversack.
Okay.
The leather that
probably should
Camilla
open there,
gave
then.
me, it is of no use to me. It doesn't help me. We can sell that too. It's worth about 45 gold. Mesh, do you mind taking that if you want to sell it?
We're
Or do you
gonna
want to
sell
hold on
the
to it?
stuff tomorrow.
Oh
Hold on
shit,
to it.
Renok, your Thunderwave's a bonus action. You need to remember that.
Yes, I'm trying to add it as a weapon right now. I'm having difficulty as a custom weapon.
You can't do it that way. You have to put it in the homebrew and then add that.
Just add a regular thing and a regular
hammer and then
hammer.
add, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
and modify it.
I am also trying to do that. A regular hammer only does 1d4 damage. I'm trying to find where the greater hammer
That's a
is,
light
the one I
hammer.
have.
You need to
Yeah.
add a well, it's
Warhammer.
actually, Chef, is it a what is it called? Is it a maul? Like a heavy weapon?
No, it's the one-handed warhammer.
Warhammer,
The one that can be
Warhammer actually-
versatile? It's a one-handed or a
what is it?
versatile one?
Hammer-
It is the
bludgeoning-
versatile weapon.
Yeah. So that's a
But yeah, it's
D10, Renok. D8,
All right,
D8, D10
D8 or
versatile.
D10 if it's too
It's
low.
it's DA,
There, Maefyre.
DA, and
Punching somebody.
Oh,
Your dice roll just popped up.
okay, cool. I'll add the
yeah,
Warhammer and
because
customize it.
just ignore that, please. Sorry.
So
I'm not throwing punches. I'm not throwing punches. Just ignore that.
thank you.
Ranged
We
weapon.
could just have a slap fight if you want. Take punches.
My players did that in the pirate game a couple weeks ago. They
Awesome.
had a fight and then started a fight on a pirate
What?
ship.
Hang on,
and
you
then
hit me
almost got
back.
Leave that.
Oh wow, 14. I'm knocked out.
I cast all of summon Grask.
Did the slap like shove you to the wall?
Yeah.
Through the wall, there's like a print.
Small, halfling size
Yeah.
hole.
God. While that's happening, I'm gonna sit next to Camilla and go, "You all right? You seemed a little bit perturbed back there."
I was just flustered. I felt like the info that was coming into my brain was not the info that I had earlier, and things were not making sense, and it frustrated me. Not to mention the fact that we are working with someone who willingly just kills a person.
I'll be honest. Thinking back about that, I should have figured, knowing the nature of what he is.
Look, before you guys slum into depression, please understand one thing. We did everything by the letter of the law. Everything. We have no blame in this whatsoever.
I do feel, peaceful. Like, I don't feel like we have done anything wrong.
Grim really just then wanted to find a book of the laws of Kresk to try and prove him wrong, and I don't know why. I just had that overwhelming urge to just like.
I mean, I don't think we would care if
Grim.
the Krezik said something different. But, in my heart, I'm at peace with what we did. I don't think that we did anything wrong. And from now moving forward, I'm going to be more wary of Ven and make sure that we don't put any.
Yeah, I agree.
danger.
Let's not try to depend on her authority as much.
Yeah.
Just,
I think we made a mistake there, but
just
we know
remember
now.
just remember one thing. Regardless of who we are and who she is, we will ruffle feathers. We will be in the limelight. We will be in a situation we are in danger. So this is not an outcome that even I really care for. I want it to be better, but as it is, we're safe, and that's it.
I mean, normally I like ruffling feathers if it, I end up looking good afterwards, but this was just,
Let's just not do
unforeseen.
it this space. Unforeseen. We can end it there.
There we go. We got it. And now we have permission to go down in that basement and check things out.
Although I think we should wait till tomorrow, just in case we run into the same guards who saw us initially, to avoid a little bit of extra suspicion.
Same.
And go earlier tomorrow so that if those same guards have like the same time of shift, if we go earlier, we might not run into them.
Good point.
Yeah.
So you guys are planning to, at 1 p.m., just head to bed pretty much? Try to get another rest in before going
We
out?
might go down, sell things, get some of that done before we go to sleep.
So you said
We have a lot of the
1
extra
p.m.?
armor and stuff, but that would be
I didn't
sus
know
if we
that
sold it
afternoon
the same
was.
day and it's all dirtied. Why don't we
How
try to
do we-
like
I
take
would
the
wanna
armor somewhere to be
Precipitating all
clean?
of it.
Oh yeah,
I
that works.
precipitated, yeah.
Okay.
Unless we're just
Chef.
having a nap.
Chef, did you mind if I quickly check outside just as a view to see what the city's like? Has it gotten better? Has it gotten worse?
People seem to be hungry, but it's functioning again. The gates to the city are still locked. Not much has
quiet.
changed in the about 3 hours that you've been fighting, and put out the fire, talked to someone, got back to this place.
It's quiet. I feel like it shouldn't be quiet.
Perhaps we could check. In the meantime, we're planning to go tomorrow morning, but we've got all day. Is it possible for us to check out the tunnels underneath the city?
Hey, good idea.
It could be dangerous. I know that. We might run into some people who decide they want to attack us again. But it's also
Just-
an option.
We
Yeah.
know that.
How are you
Two of
looking
you
for
can-
sewers? What are
we
you
know
looking
that
for?
we know that two of
Grim,
you can see invisibility.
Yeah, I have seen visibility. Grim
That
seemed
guy
like
led to the fact that Grim, because he saw the wizard, would also be able to see the signs to the tunnels.
I can see the signs to the tunnels because I know what the signs are.
I can read.
I think they're talking about thieves. Can't.
Oh.
Chamilla
I
doesn't
see.
say that.
Mm.
You guys have been sticking to the main roads especially on this layer. The only place you would have seen something that resembled a sewer was up on the upper level when you were in some of the back alleys. You'd have to go to some more unsavory places to start to probably see these signs.
There is a moat in my spyglass above the.
I think that was for
the
scan.
Antos Manor, the basement.
Oh, Antos Manor? Okay.
But that's where we're going tomorrow morning, right?
Yes.
Was there one for Scant also up in the tower?
Yes, there was.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if there's nothing else in this afternoon that's super pressing, we can mark off a long rest and move to the next day.
Are we saying we went down to sell stuff, or are we saying we didn't do anything except pastime?
If you just want to sell stuff, yeah, we can just
Let's get out the way.
give you the gold for it.
Okay.
I mean, it'll take hours to haggle.
And then we are close to a break time if we want to do that. I know we did a lot of inventory management, and so we could just continue. Unless people need to get up and move.
At the moment, I'm okay, but could.
Jodie, how are you?
I need to get up and get a drink.
Alright, maybe let's do a
A
quick
2-minute break.
2 minutes? Oh man.
Alright. 3.
3-minute break. I need some water too. I'll be back in 3 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Mesh, I'm gonna remove the studded leather. It's 45 gold if you want to divvy up with the rest of the
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm doing the math.
Okay.
4 short swords is 4. And
It's 4 short swords.
1 regular studded leather.
So, Rob, I got a +6 on the Thunderwave hammer. I don't know how I got that. Is that because of my strength?
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Because right now it's the best weapon I have. He's good.
I have very few damaging spells. Are they over here? Are they my witch spells? Is that what I did? God. Oh yeah.
Hold on a minute. Oh, was like that? I guess it was. I just never paid attention.
80 and 45. So we have 4 short swords, 4 leather armor, 1 studded leather armor. Anything else we're trying to sell?
There should be an additional studded leather from Camilla's old one that we're trying to sell as well. So there's Camilla's old one plus the loot. And then
Loot
if we
doesn't
want to
have
sell
be
Maefyre's breastplate, we can also sell that.
Maefyre's breast.
Or cast off breastplate or something like that. Like an old one.
Oh,
I have nothing to sell. I don't think. I do have a circlet we got from the witch. That's funny.
Do you just take that for the sake of taking it?
Yeah. If it's a cursed object, it takes probably. I mean, I now have a wand of sleep. I can put someone to sleep and put a cursed object on their head. You know, whatever you can do.
Chef, there's no gold value for cast off breastplate. What do you want me to do with that?
Oh, it's so freaking fall outside. Insane. Ugh, gorgeous. Wonderful.
Use a breastplate.
Okay.
Use it.
Oh shit, that's expensive. Okay. And we are dividing by 6. We have 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay, everybody gets 87 gold.
87.
Cari, Mesh said we can get another 87. Yes.
Yay, money.
It's 87.5. That means
That's
3 more
5.
gold to 3 more gold to someone. Anybody want 3 gold? Take it.
I am actually flush with gold, so someone else may take it.
I believe
You can fly.
Markov, you need gold for your deal, so you can take the extra 3.
He doesn't need gold for the deal. I don't think. He needed it initially.
I
and
just
now we're
needed it at the
doing
front, yeah.
service.
Okay.
For
I
now.
mean, just take it, somebody, whatever.
What is
3
it?
gold. 3 more gold. That's left over.
How many? 2?
3.
Okay.
Ooh, I need to roll on my little table over here.
It is really cold.
Yeah.
Chilly now.
Chef, I'm gonna spend my last bit of ingredients to make another potion.
Is that a D?
Do you know what you're trying to make, or are you just
Just
messing
regular
around?
healing potion.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I had the recipes for the weirder potions. I need to look at what ingredients I want to get for those.
All right then. Do we have Cari back?
No. She's not at her computer yet still. She said sorry.
Sorry.
Are you though?
Absolutely not. Where did I put the recipes? Oh, it's in my notes, right?
Oh my god.
Hmm?
Where's that gone? I saw a gift that looked like a cat with a like a witch cat. That's what I was wondering.
You wake up, the day is fresh. There's people milling about outside as it goes in the town. What do you want to do?
I first want to ask to make sure that are the bird noises in the background just a coincidence for the sound that you chose?
Yeah, that was an ambient track.
Cool.
I don't like
I just wanted to make
finding
sure.
a different one.
I want to make sure I was not. I just wasn't missing some. As if there were suddenly birds, then that's to what occurred.
No birds yet.
How is everyone's disposition?
Okay, we had the long rest, right? Okay, long rest.
Like the gods, everyone else.
My energy levels are tanking.
Monster, we need monster.
IRL.
Janus is gonna do his
Monster?
kind of morning
That would
ritual on
make
his
me fall
blades.
asleep.
Oh.
Yeah. Fucking
You there, Dally?
Grim. Yeah, sorry. My brain turned off for a second. Grim also consults his little crystal ball and whispers into it, and then you see him wait, you hear a response, and laugh. You don't hear the response. You don't know if this is actually anything, by the way.
I mean, all we
He
know is
could
you're
just-
whispering into a ball.
He could just be crazy.
Yep.
I can't wait to actually use one of the
Onto. Okay, as well.
College of Spirit tales. These are also fucking good.
Since we had some downtime, could I have studied or investigated the soil sample we took from the crater? Like, what kind of spell made, what kind of damage made that crater?
I'll say you can start the investigation, and you'll have some results soon when I decide to write them.
The word of God is spoken, Mesh. Well, there was a suggestion to go into the sewers. Not exactly keen, but why not?
Did we take? What did we decide on? Are we selling stuff and going to the sewers?
We've
or
already
is it the
sold
next day?
stuff.
We did that the day before. We're good.
Right. The day before, but if it's the next day, then we won't be going
We're
to
going
the
to-
sewers. We'll.
Going to the mansion.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
The sewers was just to fill the time, and we decided not to.
Yeah, okay. Well, let us go to the mansion.
You
Whew,
head back
relief.
to the
On the smell.
mansion.
Icky.
There is a perimeter, like a caution, do not cross, kind of a ring of wooden barricades around the half burnt out ruins of this. There's a few guards milling around, and there's people, as they do, just coming up to gawk at it still. As you kind of get closer, some of the guards, give you the stay back. It's dangerous. There's
What?
lots of. The structure's still unstable. We can't have anyone going in.
Why?
We're
What
here
happened?
on official business.
We were given permission as adventurers to enter this place, and I waved the piece of paper in front of him.
He looks at it, kind of turns it over. It's like there's no seal on it, but it seems mostly official.
I can guarantee you it is.
That's the best kind of
I'd be
official,
lying
sir.
if I said it wasn't official.
You give me a persuasion check.
If it-
16.
Yes.
Kind of looks at you like, all right.
Why did you need to give me that detail?
He lets you into the burnt out ruins of the Vrask
I find Grim in more situations where he has to tell the truth rather than lie to get what he wants. It's really fucking funny.
Yeah, Camilla usually just tells stupid lies, like my favorite color is blue when clearly it's not, or something like that.
What is Grim's favorite color, huh?
Grimm's favorite color? Purple?
roll deception.
Okay.
The guard kind of leads you.
I rolled a 20 and got 36 on my deception.
Nice.
No one knows your favorite color, not even you.
It's
I don't even
purple.
know.
He has no favorite color.
lied
It's
to
all his
myself.
favorite.
Wait. What are colors?
What shade of purple?
Your mom.
The guard shows
Pouring
you
her
to
grape.
to this
Okay.
large
Oh, that's okay.
stone passageway leading deeper, and he's like, that's the intriguing door here. There's a passageway in front of you, a few steps down into a basement. Down at the bottom, though, there's a door, and no one can figure out how to get through the door.
As we walk up to it, I'll be looking through my spyglass at it, just to make sure.
Give me an investigation.
I know one way to go for that door.
16.
I've had practice.
16. You do find a note, kind of. There's the door is a solid stone slab in front of you that has 3 concentric circles on it, and that's what grabs everyone's attention first. And the guard is kind of standing there. Yep, that's what everyone looks at. But there's like a few other tables, and it's like a small entryway kind of thing. Just some spare clutter has been kept outside of this. And you're looking through your spyglass like at everything, and you see a note that has some information on it. And it seems to be like a password reminder, reminding someone what to do.
Ooh, awesome. It's very cool.
And I will assemble that message here. Oops,
Assemble.
there's missing I. And you will see a thing. And I'm going to share my screen to show you the thing.
He's sharing his screen to show us the thing? Oh my god.
That's a very good
We
Obi-Wan.
don't even need to subscribe.
Why was there an accent?
That was a very good
Oh.
Obi-Wan.
So this is the ring
Hello
that you see.
Okay, I need to have this
zoom in.
again. This
Whoa.
open.
Can
So
I
the crown at the
zoom in?
top.
Oh, God. Okay.
Well, that's definitely
Okay,
a cipher.
Are there symbol? Are there
There's
I can't
numbers,
see-
yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Numerals.
So we're all thinking rotation, right?
Isn't
Crown
it-
at the
it's-
top, diamond, and then the demon there, I believe. Let's line all 3 of those up.
In the middle, there's like I don't know
didn't
what-
look
I
at
don't
the
know
Crown at the top.
crown at the top.
Oh, it can turn around.
Yeah, they're called
Awesome.
layers.
Jeff.
What did you want to do?
Let me explain onions to you, Jodie.
You said diamond, right?
Yeah, and then leave the demon there.
As you do that, you hear a click, and a bell chimes. Somewhere, a faint bell chime chimes.
Wow.
Is number 9 the pause button?
No.
I'm
It's
glad
2
I
hours.
got one laugh.
Really great stuff there, Cari.
I remember a book of stars describing constellations. Sagittarius rises in. Oh, this is the whole thing. Oh my god.
So instead of the demon, it's the
Good.
5-sided.
No. It's multiple combinations. So we had the bell, so we did this
Oh.
combination, right?
There's
Then each
multiple.
paragraph is its.
The hero.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, this is done.
So we need to choose a different combination?
There is a pentagram. So instead of the
Yeah.
demon, the
I should
pentagram.
probably pull up roll 20.
Okay.
All right, I need to figure out how to get this in a good way for stream because this is impossible.
Sorry, stream. Get fucked.
Where's the text for this cipher?
D&D general.
Discord, general Discord.
East.
Oh,
Okay.
Wait, did you not know that, Cari?
I didn't see that.
Sagittarius is the bow and arrow at the top. Second is
Sagittarius.
I don't know what a bodkin tip is, so it's either going to be the arrow or the triangle, and then the target at the top for those things.
I'll just try to post this in the chat for the log. I think that's probably the best way of doing it this way.
So what did you? I heard you were trying triangle or
Yeah.
arrow.
So
What do
So
you?
bow and arrow.
fi-
uh,
bow and arrow in the top one, fire in the second one, and pentagram is okay.
Oops.
No, not the pentagram.
Oh
It's
no,
the
you ruined
target.
it.
What are you
Is
talking?
it?
Bow and arrow in the top.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Ring.
Maybe not. Northeast, that would be left. So maybe the second on the right. There, yeah.
It's not quite straight.
Wherever it would fit to make sense for northeast. I don't know. Does anyone know what a bodkin tip is? I've never heard of that.
Mm-mm.
I would be able to Google it, but I feel like that's not very true to form. So,
It
should
is
we
an
roll for it
invention.
to figure out what it is?
If you know what a bodkin arrow tip is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Does anyone use a bow in the party?
me.
I am
I would
proficient with every
assume
weapon.
It's the little thing that looks like a arrow.
It is a barbed arrow tip.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So
yeah,
when
it'll
it
be
goes in, it doesn't can't be pulled out easily.
yeah, so it'll be that Roman
The springy
numeral,
thing?
Yeah.
the one by the bow at the top, I think. Wait, in a flat.
Number D, letter D, right?
Number D, yes.
D.
Yeah, because I'm trying to read too. Yeah, I suppose D lined up with it, and then the target.
Okay, well,
Is the target also lined up with?
The target where the pentagram is.
You hear another click, and there's 2 bell chimes.
Ding ding.
Dee-dee-dee-dee.
All right.
Everything looks backwards.
why are these people not normal and just have a key? by the way,
A story about a
what
hardy
is
hero
a
trying. Are we on
proceed-
that one now?
Yeah.
Yes.
A story about a hardy hero trying to escape the hellscape, where everything is backwards.
So
Fire
if we
doesn't
see
rise like it
backward
normally
and-
does. It burns sideways.
It says backwards and opposite. So is that a double negative, making it normal?
Don't
Or
overthink a
imagine-
decent
Might be
riddle,
treated
Cari.
as opposites.
What?
Don't overthink.
Don't overthink. I'm just gonna let you guys do this.
Fire doesn't rise like it normally
Fire
does. It
doesn't
burns
rise
sideways.
normally.
This is strange. There's no opposite to
That's
sideways. It doesn't. It's
'Cause
quite a
they're
sight
both
to
the
see
same.
how someone builds fire to cook sausages, especially when the heat moves in the opposite direction. So the sausage
goes
on the
down.
middle one, or the fire in the middle one, and then
I
where's
think
the
fire
sausage?
pointing directly right, maybe. And
Yeah, I was
then,
gonna say
Does that mean the moon goes opposite? Or is there a sausage somewhere?
Is the sausage
Not
V
bad, sausage.
it's a
or?
move. There is a
barrel,
sausage right there.
barrel goes next to the bag.
I think it's the V.
Heat moves in the
I think
opposite
it's
direction. You
V.
would never want to combine 2 magical ways to hold items, like a barrel and a bag of holding.
They would be opposite.
You
So
put them-
barrel on the right, bag on the left.
Oh, that's true because it's the opposite. No, wait.
Here you put them
Yeah.
right together.
Right.
So on the right barrel and the bag on the right also.
Well, the fire needs to be oriented like that for the heat to go down. Right.
No, the fire goes sideways, the barrel goes sideways, and the what's the last
middle
one?
We don't have anything for the middle.
The bag
one,
of
do we?
holding is the circle.
So
That's not
flip
the
the
same one
middle
as the
one.
fire.
Flip the middle one. Fire on the left and bag on the right.
I disagree. I think all 3 of them need to go on the right.
No, bag and fire are opposite. They can't go on the right.
Is the swirl the heat from the fire? Is that what?
Wind, I think.
It's
That's
quite
like
a
a-
sight to
That's a
see
demon,
someone who
right?
builds a fire.
The hero, the demon is the one that should be with them, right? Because it's the hero. Story hero
think
escaping
like
from
that,
Hellscape.
and then the middle.
Hellscape. Yeah. So Hellscape.
Hardy hero
Opposite the
trying to
fire.
escape the hellscape, where everything is backwards.
So yeah, either a pentagram. Oh, pentagram is
Um,
backwards. It's upside
What
down.
about
Ooh, yeah.
star.
what about the spade?
There?
If we put it directly north, it becomes a heart.
Oh,
You mean
yeah.
directly
I
south?
think
Spade doesn't have anything to do
south,
with
I
the
mean.
hellscape.
Spade
though.
going
Pentagram
south
is
has nothing to do with it, I don't
Pentagram
think.
is south.
Yeah,
I know.
pentagram
I'm just going with the high angle.
There's a heart as well.
Oh no! It's not the pentagram because the last period mentions a ritual to escape. He first draws a pentagram. That's the last one.
Chef, are these 2 paragraphs different sections of it, or the same section?
This
good
last
question.
one is all combined.
I'll come back.
Ah,
Okay, the
okay.
hero must perform movements in a ritual to complete his escape. He first draws the pentagram, aligns north,
No.
so pentagram
Okay.
up,
Put the pentagram up.
then vortex in the place of the earlier circle.
Which one's the vortex?
That would be the
Okay.
squigglies.
But that's on the same thing as
Put the pentagram
so-
south and see what that looks like, Chef.
Wait, no, pentagram north is upside down, an upside down pentagram, so it makes sense that it's north.
Hang on.
Sorry, this is.
No, it's all good.
Supposed to
We
be
will
that.
get you. We get you.
Vortex lifts the markings in the air. Oh, it's changing. Align to the true north, then he conjures the vortex in place in the earlier pentagram markings. The vortex lifts the markings in the air, allowing him to rotate them.
First clockwise, then counterclockwise. Again.
But it has to be in reverse. Because the hero messed it up.
I don't know what this means.
Align to true north.
Okay,
of the pentagram.
Yeah, I think Whirlwind.
Pentagram, then the vortex where the pentagram is.
So yeah, we're swapping. We're
Bam.
we're putting
we
the
go.
pentagram on north and then swapping it with the vortex.
The vortex lifts the markings in the air, allowing him to rotate them.
What are the markings from before?
From largest to smallest, so it's smallest to largest. So rotate the small thing a full rotation clockwise.
I need to be able to read the numbers on the middle one. So then-
Then the other one a full rotation counterclockwise. Then clockwise on the other one. What we get?
I forgot where it was.
I don't know. The barrel was to the left by the bag of holding. Yeah.
Doesn't seem to work.
Yeah.
So the last 2 paragraphs go together, Chef? Is that what you're telling us?
Can we
Everything is back.
try to raise the middle and the outer rings a little bit somehow?
Raise them?
What?
Yeah, it says the vortex
Yeah.
lifts the marking in
Yeah.
the air, allowing
The
to
reverse
rotate.
of the movements, Cari, what I was thinking was it says from largest to smallest, he rotates them.
Oh, I was thinking from the very beginning where it goes to
Mhm.
where he says, you first draw a pentagram. So that should not be the first step.
Oh, does it go all the way back there?
That's what I'm thinking. The steps were in the correct, but then it says we need the steps.
The
well, yeah, it
opposite
says we're
needs
in
to
the
be
correct
done
north.
for each.
Right.
Okay, so align the pentagram south, place it with the vortex.
Align the pentagram to the south.
Then replace it with the vortex, right?
Mm-hmm. That would be the second thing.
Facing south. Then from smallest to
the
Either
largest,
that or
like we did.
Outside
Or
ring is
do we
Roman
need to
numerals.
start
What is
with-
the inside ring?
do we need to start with clockwise again, then counterclockwise, clockwise, rotate
Yeah, so
smallest
it'll
to
be-
largest?
It might be smallest to largest or largest to smallest. I'm not sure, but we can
What-
try both.
What is the inside
cover.
ring digits, guys? Is it? I know the outside ring is Roman numerals, so we have to do the outside
Mhm.
ring anti-clockwise.
The inside.
The
Which one
inside
are you
is
talking about?
the
Your symbols.
beta is the
Oh, it's the
That's the
the-
Greek alphabet.
Greek
Yeah.
alphabets. Yeah.
The one in the middle is.
I'd say that we try
The devil is theta and the circle is beta.
the smallest to largest.
So is the
counterclockwise,
middle clockwise then,
counterclockwise.
and outside is anti-clockwise?
Or maybe it's not beta, it's omega. The devil is omega. And beta
I'm
is
going
the
with
circle.
What Grim said here is the first one was counterclockwise, second wise is clockwise.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then counterclockwise, because that's the opposites. It says largest to smallest to largest. Opposite clockwise is the they say.
There's a click,
So,
and the door in front of you slides open.
I'm glad you figured that out.
Is-
'Cause I was lost.
Very disappointing
I was
fashion,
completely
though.
lost.
Why? Why
I was
it
mostly
disappointing?
lost, but I got some things.
I didn't get anything because I missed the first part. So.
I was letting
Inside
Grim cook.
The door,
Doing good.
there is a bare table with seemingly nothing on it, but a small ring,
A table with a bear on it?
an empty table with just a ring on it.
Sorry, it was a
And
terrible.
Mesh, you walk up to this ring and initially look unhappy, but you realize this is very much like your ring. This will take you to another plane.
It's like the
Interesting.
rings and the magician's nephew from C.S. Lewis.
Anybody wanna try this out? This might work for Chamilla. You wanted
Who's
your
brave
own
enough to
space.
try it?
I'm pretty sure this is meant to be the door.
You know
This is
what?
Okay.
I would be perfectly
What
happy
do
to
you
try it.
do?
Everyone hold hands and
If
sing
it's like-
Kumbaya, and then someone put the ring
no,
on.
If it's like the magician's
wished I
nephew,
wished
then
with
we
all
should
my
all
might.
be touching each other so that we can all
So
go
that we all
through. But
go.
All right.
Can we just do it like this, and I like put my finger on Camilla's forehead? Can we all just put our fingers on each other like that?
Let us all put one fingers on Camilla's forehead.
I like motion like I'm gonna bite
Well,
your finger.
I can't reach.
Oh
so-
man, Cari,
Alright,
that would
I
be
am
such a good
also-
moment. Be like, go ahead and try it.
Yeah.
So
All right, this is a bad idea.
As you pick up the ring,
I'm
it
also finger on Camilla's forehead.
broadcasts, or it projects a
Warning.
doorway onto the wall, and a passageway opens.
You did it, Dad.
Oh, I want to teleport. No.
I'm gonna draw one sword just for some light in the room to see if there's anything else in here.
No, it's very bare in here. The
Can I go underneath and check for gum
portal opens, and
Oh,
under the table?
the magic of the ring draws in the party, and in a blink you are whisked across the plains to another place, and you the ring draws you into a different Debbie plane. The plane contains an opulent manor, very much like the manor above that you've previously burnt down, but you find yourselves in a plush entryway with some benches to remove boots and coats. The odd thing about this room is that the walls are all bowed outward, seemingly from a central point further in the mysterious place. There are shards of wood floating in midair, launched from the door that is seemingly in the process of shattering, with the hinges bent at odd angles and barely in place. Through the gaps in the brick walls, you can see a dull purple glimmer of the void beyond. Through gaps in the door, you see a bright red glow. And you hear the sound of a viol playing.
Mm-hmm.
I grab Renok's. Take the lead, buddy.
Put my sword away.
I motioned to get my weapon, but then I decided not to. I'm just gonna walk forward.
You
Hello?
approach the broken door, and you kind of grab this door, and it falls apart in your hands, basically.
Familiar.
As you open the door, you step back quickly as an explosion appears in front of you, and a wall of heat envelops you, and you brace for the impact of the blast, but it never comes. You open your eyes to see a raging explosion in front of you, frozen mid-catastrophe. The force of the explosion has begun to tear the entire plane apart, with strange rifts floating in the air. From the rifts, you can see something shifting beyond. Partially consumed in the explosion is a man wearing a bright blue jacket lined with the gaudiest cheetah print you could ever imagine. Despite his revolting fashion choices, he is playing the most beautiful, sorrowful song you have ever heard. He notices you enter and greets you warmly.
Hello there.
Which one of them said that?
Not Grim.
Which one of her?
Who the fuck are you?
I'm Van Valor. How are you doing?
Wait, what?
Is
we
confused
went
an emotion?
Yeah, that's fine.
Then I'll go with
Went
that.
expect-
Perplexed. Lovely music, by the way.
Thank you. I've practiced for I don't know how long.
Right. So, why are you here? Why are we here?
What are you doing here?
What is this place?
This, well, this was a place that Zozima had. He paid me very well for music, and there was lots of wine. So I hung out here quite a bit. But the wine stopped, which is a shame. So it was very good. Used to be brought by some guy, like Antos or something. Whatever his name is.
Ras and
How long has it been since you've seen either of them?
Well, I'm not sure. It's been a minute, or two, or none.
What do you mean? You almost sound like you've been here forever.
Is time a thing here?
Not since I cast my spell to stop the explosion.
Right.
What's the last thing you remember before coming here?
Before, well, I was learning alchemy from Zozimos, and then someone some powerful being started an explosion, and Zozimos was, well, he is / was there in the middle of it. No longer.
Trying to fill in the gaps here. Zozimos was conducting experiments in alchemy, and something bad has happened, and whatever forces he was channeling were well beyond the protections he had in place and his ability to mold them, and so they reacted violently in the explosion that Van Valor is now partially consumed within. Zozimos has already been obliterated by the explosion and is somewhere deeper in the blast.
Please do not touch anything. If you touch it, it unstops.
Van Valor is half consumed in the explosion, and he would comment out at some point, he can actually see the bottoms of both of his feet across the room, which is usually not a sight you see, but...
Why have you chosen to stay alive?
Let me read why. A moment.
Let me have
I
someone
think-
think for me.
I think it's, I mean, undeath or life, and I stay here doing what I love, which is playing, and even more so playing for people when you're here. So,
Okay.
Why invent a spell if you're not going to use it at the time that's most important?
Could
Who spells this? Is it Zazimov's spell?
No, mine.
It's your spell.
What is this?
Could we-
Endless
Is
dirge?
Is the doorway portal we came through behind us?
I call it halt time.
Yeah, the
Fine.
doorway's behind you.
What are you here for? Shall I
Answers.
ask?
We actually were looking for Zozimos, our information on him.
Just
the closest
before
piece of it.
before we get to that, this place that you're currently in, this is the basement underneath of the manor, correct? Vraskantos's place? Is this the same location that you're in, or is this ring taking us to a copy of the the inn?
We are
It's a demiplane workshop that he was in for situations like this. An explosion of this size, if it had happened out there,
Right.
and I hadn't been here to stop it, would have caused many problems. And now this place is safer.
So essentially the only lives lost were you and Zosmos, and definitely.
No, I'm still here.
Well, in practical sense, as far as like someone who's lost to the material plane.
That is true.
Were you waiting for somebody to open the door from the other side? Is that why you're still around?
I already said it's either this or death, and I'm not in pain.
You're not in pain even though your legs are over there?
And if this place explodes, who knows what the ring will do outside.
Hmm.
This is a force of shocking power coming from here. If you are here for information, like you said, I do believe that Zozimos' notes are floating around the room, about to be turned to ash.
But we can't touch them, correct?
I would not touch them. Please,
Okay.
God, don't touch anything.
If
How do
they're
you recommend
floating,
we best read it?
I assume with your eyes.
As you kind of look through
Well then.
the air,
Okay, I guess.
there are partially burnt notes that are, part smoldering, floating throughout the room, and you gather a handful of notes.
gather or
No,
rewrite
you
in our
look at
notes.
them. Yeah,
We
you
rewrite in our
copy
own
them down.
notes. Yeah.
I have a question. Well,
Nope,
I actually
that's
don't
the
do that.
wrong
I
thing.
just stay with Amberlaw. How do we get you out of this?
I don't believe you do.
Surely there must be somewhere to save you.
I am mere nanoseconds from being turned into what Zozimos is. I don't think there's time. Funnily enough.
Then, do you have any lost rights? Someone.
He's not dead,
lying?
Renok.
I'm here. I just have to
Yeah.
keep playing, and
You know what I mean. If we can't
Are you
save
gonna
you, then...
kill me?
No.
He doesn't
No,
have
no,
any
no.
last rights if we keep visiting. Isn't that right?
Nah, he means if you're mere seconds away from dying, is there anything you want to experience before you die?
Well, I'm not going to die unless you do something to kill me.
Oh, well, there you have it. I have a
And-
dice set. Would you like
You
to use
said-
I'll
that?
say
You can't
I'll
touch
say
anything.
If you do try and touch me, I mean, or you make haste, I am the one stopping the explosion.
I won't touch you.
You seem nice enough, but
Listen, you have nothing to fear from us. None of us have any malicious intent whatsoever. This is a surprise, and I want to genuinely help.
just to be clear, you said don't touch anything, but also don't touch you.
No, don't touch anything.
Okay.
Don't they?
Just don't mesh. Do not touch, and I say that as loudly as I can.
You would remember that when Goldy touched the door, it basically experienced all of time instantly, and it just disintegrated from the blast as he touched it. He was kind of dusted in a shower of ash and debris. So if you touch anything, it'll likely experience the explosion instantly.
Chef, did my hand get hurt, damaged in any way?
No.
Okay.
Van, I have some. Did you have friends other than Zozimos where you
Yes.
were living at the time?
I had some friends around in the region, I think.
I walk up close to Van.
Do you know any of them?
Can you tell us their names? Maybe we've been finding some very weird things going on in the
No.
place we're at now.
There was
Perhaps a description of each of the friends.
yeah, I'll just tell you who their names and who they were. But now I only have one friend. He's big and bold and brash and moves around from time to time, trying to peek in on me here.
That doesn't sound like Goldy, whoever that is.
Bold and brash.
Yeah, he's around.
Is he one of your original party or a new friend?
Van is kind of saying these things and gesturing to like the cracks in space and time where you can see beyond. And if you look a little closely or in the corner of your eye, you notice that something's looking back at you from beyond. But if you focus too intently, it disappears.
Mom?
He's been watching for a long time, or no time at all.
Maybe too long.
Or not long enough.
Sure, there's only one.
Do you give us
Watcher,
names
guys.
and descriptions, Grim?
What was that?
Do you give us names and descriptions?
Yeah.
So as the second you say Mesh, I turn to Mesh and you mean like this guy here?
That's his name.
You
Do
do
I recognize
recognize Meshadieme,
Yeah.
Ah,
but it's very apparent that it's not the same one. That
I'm
you're
not the
traveling
athletic
with.
version.
yes. I heard of
How
you
does that
before,
run?
Mesh.
How?
Well,
We did
other
find-
Mesh.
We know he had the friend.
We did find his grave.
Oh, you knew the
knew.
friend.
Have you found any of them alive?
One.
Lynn is still around.
Two.
I
Well, yeah,
believe-
just one.
Lynn? That bitch.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh,
Yeah, she didn't
well,
really seem too happy about her extended life period at the moment, but we're trying to help her out at the very least. Her friend
That's
Scant did not meet the best end either.
Yeah,
Well, he was a snarky
Destroyed.
fuck anyway.
From what it sounds like, he was doing good things here, but he did
Oh, he
sound
always
a
did
little
good
full of
things, but
himself.
He was a snarky asshole about it all.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I feel like he died probably in a very stupid manner, but
So have you seen the other ones? They're all gone
you,
then?
Not
you
all
gave
of them.
Well, we've
gave
seen some weird stuff with
descriptions.
ravens so far. They're not very liked here, but we
Yeah.
haven't found that one yet.
We haven't seen.
And we
the
haven't seen a
crow lady
satyr
yet.
anywhere, I don't think.
No
I've
satyr.
never seen a satyr in my life.
We did
No,
find that
tell us.
shell. Remember
Yeah,
that big shell?
We did,
mentioned the
yeah.
shell. We
Yeah.
found him in the swamp. He's unfortunately hollowed out.
Yeah.
You mentioned a fox. We did find a giant, a huge guy with a dead fox next to him. He died next to a door.
I don't think you need to explain to him how everybody came to find their end.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fine.
I'm sorry.
It might be a little dark.
That would be a
I'm
bit.
sorry. I thought you might want to know.
Your
It's
friends
sensitive.
died
The first one we
in
found was
this way
actually at the bottom of the
brutally.
well, but
Oh, he was a friend too. Oh, that makes sense.
We went on many
So is
adventures
that we're
together.
missing? The satyr person and the crow lady?
Mm-hmm.
Are there
Crow
any
lady, yeah.
brothels around? That's where you'll find the satyr.
Say again?
Probably
Brothels.
Many brothels.
anymore.
I don't even know if Barovia has such a place.
not. Yeah.
For the crow lady, she was.
You could check the unwashed meshes. Maybe they have brothels.
Maybe a tavern. Probably the next best thing.
Tied to death very closely.
And this crow lady?
That sounds like our friend Maefyre here. She's very much tied to a deity that referred to
That's
as
true.
what again? Kellum something or another?
Kellamore.
Kellumbor, yeah.
What?
She
I've been
actually went
traveling with you for weeks now, or however long it's
to
been.
travel with some pirates.
Janus is clearly
where she
grinning.
ended up after that.
He's like pulling your leg.
I've been watching too many like Lord of the Rings things because I was almost like, Celebrimbor.
I imagine.
Yeah, but crow
Yeah.
lady. I'm glad
Finding
that's
it
what she's been reduced to. It's very funny.
Well,
insisting
I'm sorry to hear about your friends, and it's glad to know at least they were connected in some way. I don't
Yes,
know if
that-
that's
Devi-
like much of a silver
Devi was
lining.
off with some pirates. While we were
Oh,
doing.
That's
We
the
met-
we
name
have
of
pirates
the
that
crow
we need to
lady?
look at.
Oh yes.
She was a
Crowley.
pirate.
Heavy Breaker, Chalcedony, Goldy, Mesh, Torterra, Dallan are all our party.
Goldie's
see.
a stupid name. Who the hell named themselves Goldie?
I should have known Debbie would be with the pirates. I don't know what I was thinking.
But the pirates came recently, though, so that
His name
throws
was
me off.
Gordon. And he
True.
The
decided
pirates were at the
Ah,
get-go. We just
Gordon.
went back with
I'm not sure which is worse.
Are they the same pirates? They might be different pirates.
Gordon.
True.
When you
This is a name.
Well-
God, Manji.
I'm gonna take a minute and start grabbing some of these notes and
Okay.
well, writing them on my
Don't
notebook
touch 'em.
rather, is what I'm trying to say. It's a turn of phrase.
Okay.
Apologies,
Thank you.
but I will start taking my own notes into my own notebook.
Chef, do I have to be
Really?
playing all the time, or am I like independently playing?
No, your viol is like floating near you, and you can just grab it and play it when you want.
Cool.
You're basically like at a 45-degree angle being thrown through the air. You're not.
We have to talk to you
standing in
like
front of
this.
Them. You're sideways in this blast.
You could almost tickle your toes.
You know what?
Okay, never mind.
If
Do
you
you
Money,
want
man.
to get out of here?
find any of my friends alive, other than Bellman, that would be nice of you.
Also, I really appreciate Chef's the reference in the very first note.
What's that?
In
What,
the
you mean-
chat.
There's a reference to FMA Brotherhood in the first note.
Oh.
Ha! Neat. Could we
Oh,
take the ring?
It's the
Is
quote at the bottom of the first.
Mm-hmm.
That... I see.
well, I don't know what that
I
is.
don't.
The fundamental rule of alchemy.
If
Could we-
you take the ring, it has any moment a chance to annihilate itself. This explosion.
I see.
Tough call on your part.
Would you like
Gideon,
us
Blow your dick off.
to-
Pocket.
if we find
Did you
anyone
know-
else alive, would you like us to tell them to visit you? I mean, I'm sure you would like to reunite with them one last time.
Probably not
Or
this
multiple
Velen
times.
person though, right?
Velen is fine. We get along. She's
That kind of relationship, eh?
Well, if she
Did
wants
you
to
know
see you,
what's-
I'll make that on her plate to decide whether or not she wants to come see you.
I had a sense that she did still want to see her comrades, even though she said not.
He was
Just-
nostalgic at the end. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Van, did you know what Gant was doing?
yeah,
It was
he
called
was
the Light.
the light of Krezik. It's just a cantrip on holy water. That's all we did.
The
Yeah, but-
reflection probably helps
Mm.
in the mirrors.
Do you have any idea how he was making that oil that was fueling the lamps?
I believe Zosimos was making the oil, but I'm getting a message right now about it.
Hold on, I have to take this.
My left
Hold on.
brain is speaking to me from across the room.
Yeah, I can. It's actually
brain.
here.
There's a
The
brain over
recipe
here.
for it is here. You just have to find it. It's that way.
That yonder.
Actually, yeah, you guys need to find it.
Okay. I'll roll an investigation.
I'm a couple steps
Oh,
behind you.
I rolled a
that makes
19
sense.
for an investigation plus something, so I found your brain.
Yeah, you can find, you're looking through the notes and you find something that's labeled the Light of Crescent, and it just says some infusion of light plus holy water. They look basic. You can follow them pretty easily. You just need to find some holy water.
Or make some holy water. I see you have a cleric.
Maefyre?
And a paladin now.
Holy water.
Yeah, you got something to work on now.
Hey, Mesh, you might want to have a study night tonight with me on these notes. This alchemy is pretty
Yeah.
advanced.
Something to crack our knuckles on finally.
What grim.
Yeah, I haven't really had to really cook up something in a while.
Well, what, is there anything you want us to do? I kind of feel like I should.
Is what I want you to do.
Well,
And
it's gonna be nice.
to make sure that this is not a waste. Stopping this.
Just to
Fine.
inform the rest of you, I'm still reading, but it seems the building blocks of the experiments started with trying to essentially contain and rebalance in his experiments emotion, experience, or sentiment inside of an alchemical bottle. But it proved to be unpredictable, extremely resource intensive, and apparently some of them sentient.
So he was trying to bottle fame, brew luck.
No, I don't think so. I think he was trying to bottle things like memory or anger or joy. But it says I have bricks that are angry with me.
Brick?
Yeah, so
What is
things that
that?
he's created through the transmutation exercises that have become volatile and unpredictable, destructive. He even has happy beakers that are singing type of things, like very silly and harmless things, but also very volatile and dangerous ones. But then once he predicted his own demise, that the powerful emotion could break free and be his own death. The third note here, and I point to this other one, is saying that powerful emotions and sentiments are able to control the weaker ones. Seems somewhat of a paradox, but saying joy controls happiness, or fury can control the anger, and terror can control fright. So, example, if you're afraid of spiders versus afraid of, like, a large tarantula, like, you would be terrified of one of them, but you would be afraid of the other, right? So, something like this, the intensity might be
Ignore every misspelling in this.
controlled by the smaller ones. And try to use this in containment, but doesn't understand how to do so. Reshaping to
Feel the
stability. Every alchemist knows that when working with new material, it takes time to understand how the material can be worked into something else. If you try to stabilize it, that's complex. You need to stabilize for a period of time to study it. So it seems that he stalled in the stabilization stage and containing things before he could actually even figure out what the heck was happening. And the energies of physical. Perhaps I can channel the energies into physical objects, is what he proposed. Study the latent properties in the animated objects that hold the emotions as a basic element. Same way coal exists as an impure form of diamond, as a kind of case study. Legends and stories of personifications of emotion. So like a cloud of fury or a rain cloud of sadness, if you will. Ghost stories, but might have truth in them through this. And then you see like Janus like kind of have like the moment where like the gears turn in his overhead. Van, did you ever hear him talk about his musings?
Of course, he was teaching me.
Did you ever study apathy?
Apathy. Yes, no, perhaps.
Apathy.
Essentially the median between emotions and feeling. The
Is it
the void, if you will, of emotion.
or the lack thereof? Yes.
Correct. Was that a part of the study? Because it seems like that might be a very neutral thing to study and also a potentially powerful balancing act for containment. I might be getting ahead of myself because I haven't read the last couple of notes here, but
That's an interesting thought. I mean,
well, let me revisit that in a moment, because the note 4 here is marked as angel, which is interesting. There's a being that can reshape fuse energies patrolling Vallaki. We met them.
Yeah.
I want her to seek support to contain them. Oh god, is she the one that's been consuming the consumption as a fuel for the energy?
Her creation, no one is the one that has been consuming. Well, they've been fusing.
Well, it says that this Zosamos didn't understand the methodology that she does.
Yeah.
So a basic guess is to the fundamental steps of alchemy and skips the dismantling before recreation. Perhaps the knowledge, even the knowledge, is also removed from the equation. She immediately moves from a formation step and fuses beings together, somehow surpassing all the basics in alchemy. Another mention is that transmutation are not within her control. The output as a true alchemist is exactly the intention of the alchemist, reined in by the rules of nature. The angel fuses two creatures into something more random, and the result is not a design of the creator, but something else entirely. I fear that it's a bit of a dead end. Entropy and chaos are against the fundamentals of alchemy itself. And then note 5, the breakthrough that happened probably before his death, is that there's a physical manifestation of a greater energy. I have found a physical manifestation of pure great energy. I am not sure exactly what energy, but it dominates all of the other minor experiences. I will attempt a full transmutation soon. Grim, what was he talking about?
You can see where that ended up.
What was it?
I don't know.
Can I look around the room, Chef?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for what he tried to fuse at the source of the explosion.
The room is like a circle, and the explosion is pretty consuming the center. Like as you're in this room, you're kind of walking around the sides. Van was kind of looks like there was a couch already half splattered against one of the walls that Van was probably just sitting on and playing. So if you're looking for what was the focus, it was likely in the center of the room that is now just a roiling mass of energy.
Can I close my eyes and try to like get a feel of the emotions in the room? Based off of the blast itself, like if it's a release of emotion potentially, or a great source of manifestation of energy, then maybe I can figure it out.
Give me an Arcana check and then a separate intelligence check.
I might have a feature for Arcana. 1 second.
You're not about to cast a spell, are you?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Am I gonna cast a spell?
You're not going to, right?
I don't think so. I don't really even know if I know how to cast magic. I'm a hemicraft expert.
That's magic of a kind.
I guess you could say that. Okay, it's not that feature. 1 second. I have advantage on Arcana from something. I just want to make sure I know what it is. I think it has to do with...
What the hell?
Chef. The other roll is a 16. I don't know if you can see it from here.
The stuff I sent you, Mesh, is all you're going to be able to figure out.
Okay.
Rob, did you roll?
Not yet. I have advantage on survival checks to track Fey Fiends undead, and advantage on intelligence checks to recall information about them. Okay, so it's just Fey Fiend undead. If this is pertaining to alchemist supplies as well as the Arcana or intelligence, can I get advantage on either of those rolls? Or is it a straight roll for both? I mean, this is experimental alchemy, so it makes sense to me that it wouldn't be advantage. I'm gonna roll my steampunk dice for the alchemy Arcana. Oh, that's so bad. That's an 8 for the Arcana. If I don't get advantage.
What are you thinking about there? What are you...
Trying to feel what the emotion is, or the great source of this. The straight intelligence check, Chef, is going to be a 15 without advantage.
Just to cut out the middleman here, sorry, Van, but Van would be like, I can help and fill you in on these things. And so he'd be explaining, like, what Zosamos had done was he set up a ring of protection, multiple layers of rings trying to contain this. So beyond just, his own physical being conducting the alchemy, he was using extended physical structures and constructs to do it. As soon as he dismantled this pure being of energy, he couldn't contain it, and it blew past all of his protections instantly. So this is the pure primal energy that is exploding. It's not of a particular type. Whatever it used to be, this is its base component.
I have a question for that. What you're saying is he found this in physical form and it was existing. He had it physically there, and then he took it apart and it went kapoof.
Yeah.
Okay.
Van doesn't know exactly what he found. He showed up with an object one day, and that's what he dismantled through alchemy.
How does he find...
How did he bottle this?
Yeah.
Not the final note, not the final piece of energy, but when he started the experimentations with understanding particles and objects, he was able to go past that into an unknown space, which is intangibles such as emotions, experiences, memories, sentiments, and experiments. How was he able to begin to implant this into not only a bottle, but something else, like an object, in order to study it? That piece of the fundamentals seems to be missing here.
Zosamos didn't ever bottle, an emotional, intangible entity. He found one, and that's what he mentioned in note 5.
Did he find it and then bring it to his experimental lab?
Yep.
So we could go out in the world if we knew what to look for and find it.
Yeah.
Given the state it's put a couple people in, I don't know if you do find it.
Well, at the very least, my current hypothesis is that if no one ends up being a threat to us and we have to deal with it, it seems that dismantling it might be the key in order to fight back.
You could if it's a big, massive thing and you need to deal big, massive damage to it,
Give it the
I
ring.
received a message from beyond,
Could give it the ring and then have that blow up,
and
right?
then give me a message to blow it up. It would allow me to help people one last time.
Alternatively, if there was a way to save you,
I
you
don't
want
think
us to try?
I don't think there's a way to save me, but there's not much left. I was hoping my friends would come to find me, or they would be still around, and they're not. There's not much left for me here. But if you want me to help you, I can, at the right time, drop my spell and cause massive damage to something.
I'm not really keen on that.
Yeah.
While appreciative,
would-
I don't. If we can help you,
Why
I
not?
want to help you.
I would like to
I'm
spend time figuring out if I can get you out of here.
seconds away from dying. Less than seconds away from dying.
Years, even.
You have
none.
seconds. Or none. I say we give it a shot. I do not want to
At
give you
least-
false hope, but I would like to at least try.
At least take the ring with you. And
I thought you said
From there
if we
we
took
can-
the ring that it would cause.
The ring is what got us here, Renok.
Outside holding the ring is fine. We can't touch anything inside the
The
ring.
room.
Okay.
In the
okay,
room.
I mean, okay. Then let's take the ring with us. If anything, we could at the very least reunite with Lynn and tell her.
if anything, you
Maybe-
can make money off of me with
People coming to your performances.
concerts.
I don't know if I trust anyone not to touch anything in here.
True.
True.
We will do our best to help you. And if the time comes, and I'll look at everyone, we will tell you when all is lost. But not before.
It would be a very, very last resort.
Not
If you
to say
needed it
that we
here.
would.
And I'll do it 100%.
Looks like you made.
Like I
some
said, what I was
friends.
holding out for isn't here anymore. So,
We don't know. There's still two we don't know about.
and I've always been ready to go out with the bang. You should have seen when we handled some
I mean-
stuff up north.
What did you do?
That's a story for another time.
Next long rest. We'll sit around the fire.
Well, until then, know that you have 7 new friends. You are basically a new companion for us.
Oh, maybe we
Oh, I
should
don't know
introduce
about that.
ourselves. No? Okay.
You don't want our names? Well, I suppose you can figure out our names.
Well, you've already got one of us.
Thank you for bringing me news. No matter how fucking terrible it is.
Hey, life could always be worse.
I
Could be
look
death.
at his legs. I look at Camilla. I'm not so sure.
Hey,
She's
no,
not very
I'm
cute,
not
is she?
joking.
She's
Life could be worse.
Is she always this rude?
Yeah.
How is that rude?
Unintentionally, most of the time.
Who's
I think
bringing-
Camilla, the man is dying.
I was trying to make him happy.
I'm kidding. You're fine.
Camilla, he's kidding. It's fine.
He's not super bright, is he?
He's
He's not super
he
dim
makes our
either.
day fun.
Two polar opposite comments at the same time.
Yeah.
Life would be boring without him.
I didn't even catch what you said, bro. What did you say?
I said he's not dim either.
Okay, cool. Good enough.
My name is Janus, but you can call me Jay. And I'm of House Markov, but that name doesn't really mean much anymore.
We have been calling you Janus this whole time. Do you want to be called Jay?
I said it when we first met, but you guys didn't care, so it's whatever.
Well, I'll call you Jay from now on.
Are you sure, Camilla? That's a number. That might be hard for you to figure out.
I'm Camilla,
Huh?
as you know now. Camilla Santiago. Been around for a while? No lots of stories.
I'm Renok. Renok Ufraf. But a lot of people call me Rock. No one here does.
I can see why.
Yeah, none of us do.
I know.
I've
It's
never,
strange.
I've never even. That's the first time I've even heard that nickname.
It's your second time because you weren't listening the first time.
Sounds like most of us weren't.
Sounds like it was our first time hearing it.
God.
Meshadieme Ryan, the original.
I'm surprised you don't have more to talk about.
And then we have our zombie friend behind me.
Apparently, he doesn't actually look. He looks like what he's not.
Yes, he's
Yeah, I
not
was joking.
like this.
Not undead. Nice to meet you. Grim holds out his hand and says,
Yeah, ironically, I'm the
Never
only
mind.
undead one.
I won't be touching you.
Wonderful to meet you. I'm sure that if you were not about to die, we would have made very good friends.
Aw.
I will definitely come back here to hear stories about the other Dusty.
Oh, I'm intrigued too. We seem to be running into them for some reason.
How did you find me?
We were
Was it
looking into the
intentional?
Anton's
Yeah.
manor, trying to find Zosamos.
Oh, frick. I was asking my own character my question.
Incredible stuff.
Oh, God. Then Grim would tell Van about the spyglass and how each note had been the other guys.
Yeah.
We played
One
ping
second, I'm
pong.
gonna play D&D by myself.
You need that
Welcome to
half
GMing,
painted
Greg.
face.
Go ahead.
Daddy, you need a half painted face.
There we
You
go.
just
Rob,
do
this
half.
is literally the last few episodes of Critical Role. Whole campaign character.
I know,
new
I've been
campaign
listening
character,
to it. I
top
listened to most of it today.
Oh,
It's a mess.
Yes, if you guys need a big hit of damage, which with the snow one it seems you might, this being that is of singular transmutative emotion might have something, that final note you read out loud. I don't know, maybe a counter, maybe.
Well, I will assume for now this to be a last resort. And by last resort, I mean as an intention to not even try to go here and use this at all, ever. This is plan Z as far as I'm concerned.
Hey,
That is the least I can tell you as a fellow alchemist, is that the experimenting is never really truly ending. And especially if you say you truly do have forever, then by sure nature and by the natures of alchemy and in magic, we'll find a solution to your problem if we can do it in time.
you have to be careful here. I mean, the spyglass is leading you to us previous adventurers who were here before, who have all met fates that are not good.
And yet we're
I
still
don't know how you
around.
came into possession of this spyglass, but this place is not real. It's not normal. We're all just puppets dancing on strings of something greater here. So if you have a chance to take your fate in your own hands, like I would, if you let me destroy something, you should take that and run with it.
Note.
I will not be one to take your ambition from you.
But we will go at a brisk pace to get there.
is there something we can do to make you maybe comfortable?
Nicer.
Is it cold? Is it cold in here? Is it
so
hot?
we
in
have
here?
the dumb one
It
the
is
accidentally mean one,
unpleasantly warm in
and
here.
the cunt.
Is anything
What
we can
else?
do for
I
you?
mean, I
before
could
you-
come in nightly and read you stories.
Just like not. Okay, I was just wondering. Is there anything you want to do before you die? Should that happen?
Like, go
Would you
bungee
like to
jumping
repent?
or-
Here's one. Is anyone you want to kill for who wronged you?
Fucking Van can't get away, and Maefyre comes down and reads the Bible to him every single night.
And then
The Book of Dr. K.
No, she reads the Bible to you, and then I come in and tell a ghost story about something from somewhere.
Breaker, he tried to convert.
And then
Often
Grim is literally
the
just
church.
casting a fucking
The only thing I
seance.
like
Seance.
was the only thing,
Maefyre
the only
doesn't
great
try to
conversion the Breaker
convert
ever did was
people.
slapping a child with a glove.
This is true.
His contribution to society as we know it.
I have an astral plane flashback from a previous life. Ah, yes, I remember
Well,
that.
and I guess I wonder how the Cobalt Church is doing.
Renok's nose starts
Ah,
bleeding.
there you
Oh God. Actually, I have a good question. Is there anyone on that we should look out for? Someone who could be dangerous? Anyone to be wary of that you know of?
Have you met Baba
well, that could be
Lysaga?
dangerous.
So any enemies? Is that what you're asking?
Well,
Who are you here to take
anyone.
down? You were an adventuring group.
I do
What was
know
your goal?
that what
mhm.
Zozimos found is in a box. And inside the box is
Another box.
no. It was
Russian
a
It's a
nesting
cat
doll.
and poison.
small blood red crystal.
Blood red crystal, you say? Yes.
Yeah.
You mean something like this? We
What's
did
that?
find one in the basement of the Briscoes, I think.
Yep.
Is that it?
That.
As in, it's like that, or it is that?
It looks like that.
So Mesh, you found a crystal in
What is
the basement?
Yeah. I investigated it and it was very reminiscent to the wine Cari, not Cari, Chamilla was having.
We'll
Right.
find more probably in the winery.
What do you know of the winery?
Zozimos' cousin or
Antos.
brother.
Nebraska Antos.
Yeah, he was the deliverer, right?
Yeah, and then
He
the
delivered
wine
the wine.
stopped. We found the crystal. Well, the crystal was brought to us.
Mm.
And now you have one in your hand.
By whom?
Brascantos, like I've said 7 times.
No. The crystal.
is he
The
come, but he
crystal.
How
Here.
did he?
Did the crystal come from Antos?
I don't know. It's wherever.
He never told you where
That's
he
fine.
got
So he
it.
didn't get enough time to tell you.
Got it.
He was just toasted.
But I do, now that you talk about it, and you mention the Driscolls and their basement and their wine. After Zozimos brought the crystal back, the wine stopped being delivered, which was a perturbance to me.
Mesh,
Do we have any wine?
does
we could
your
give him?
ring have a similar crystal?
Don't touch me.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Or
touch you.
your amulet or whatever that you go into at night?
It has a gem, but it's not a major factor in it. It's just the voice I hear comes from within.
Do you think
Voice you have.
that he put or figured out a way to convert Antos into something like an object and channel him as the power source?
I mean, the soul isn't.
Like we're
Unknown
talking about
in
compression
quantity.
of not just something physical, but something beyond that and the initial pieces of the notes, combining both as a power source and then making it into a crystal.
It's quite possible. Like, we know that liches use the dead as a source of power.
It's like a phylactery. It's not outside of the realm of possibility within the realms of alchemy.
Yeah.
It's just been done by hundreds, if not
Different
thousands of years by taboo practices within the magic community.
Yeah, so it's just making an alchemical version of lichdom, maybe.
Maybe worse. Lichdom has limitations. alchemical substances like this one, at least proposed in these documents, seem to be more sinister because lichdom has to do with the individual, whereas this one seems to be using someone else as a power source for another task. Lichdom, as like the notes that I've been reading about, that has to do with sustaining oneself.
Yeah, we don't even know if they remain there in a conscious state once they're used as a source.
Can I see the crystal, Mush?
Yeah.
I would like to deeply inspect it to see if there is
I would like
any
you to not do
indication.
that here, please. Unless you want to be torn to pieces.
Not the one in here. This is the one that Mesh has. You're warning us about the one that he has here?
Well, there's a reaction going on with the similar crystal in this room currently that is stopped by magic that is very tenuous. I don't know if reaching in and fucking around magic very similar to it.
I'm just trying to see if someone's inside of this crystal. I just want to take a look at it, that's all. I'm not going to think with it.
It's not like we're all gonna die here today or anything.
Well, anyways, well, we can save this to another day if you like. I'm more than happy to appease the man's wishes.
Bench it.
You would be able to look at the gem a little bit closer, and it's reminiscent of a something in the gem is moving, and it's trying to force its way. It looks like it's being called home, and it's trying to rejoin this explosion, and it's shivering a bit in your grasp as it struggles.
Interesting.
We need to get out of here while we have this within our possession.
Okay.
I think
Put it back
Van's
in the box.
right. You've been extremely helpful. You and the paperwork.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Sorry
yeah.
for the mistaken meanness.
It's fine. I've met someone.
I will continue to brainstorm for if we can figure out how to get you out.
I do know how to get you a gift in the meantime. I will be looking for some sheet music to lay on the floor.
Thank you.
That's nice.
That's something that
And
you
you
can
are-
directly benefit from.
And you are absolutely coming with us.
And with that, you make your way out of this demi-plane, and you leave Van Valor behind. And he begins to play the viol once more.
See you soon.
You are able to leave the demi-plane without issue. The portal closes behind you, and the ring drops back onto its little table where it's sitting.
Before I go, could I
could
peek,
pick it
see
up.
if there's anything? Oh, okay.
You're looking around. No, this is just.
Well, I wanted to see that, like, I was just peeking to see if like Van Valor smiled or anything just before we ducked out.
No, you've never seen anyone so sad in your life. If you
Okay.
when he thinks no one is looking at him.
Mm.
Everyone he knew his whole life is fucking dead.
Oh, I
You're
wish I
lucky he
didn't
didn't-
look.
Honestly, you're lucky he didn't blow you all.
I have newfound determination to save that poor man.
And
I was-
with those tidbits, that's all we have time for today.
Good.
Oh, not this music! I hate this.
Everyone do the smallest violin with me. Come on.
Shit in my hand.
Incredible.
The old one, the cranky one.
Yeah.
Then you can take an inspiration for that conversation with Grim.
That was amazing.
Good.
It's like clapping for yourself.
Yeah. High five, Chef.
The smallest clap.
There's a competition for world's fastest clapping. Like it's like this.
I
There's-
believe
Yeah,
it.
like that.
Ancient
There's-
meme video of the guy doing parkour doing the claps, and that's all that comes to mind.
I think there should be like the weirdest thing about the Guinness Book of Records is that somehow it gets thicker and thicker and thicker from people inventing records to be
Yeah.
broken.
Yeah, that's just it. The dumbest record.
Manji, there was a Pikachu in range.
Why didn't you say fuck D&D? Go get it.
Because it's D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that.
Thanks for staying.
I'm so glad we got to see Manvalor, right?
And we got to speak with him.
Somebody isn't dead.
Yay!
Somebody is not
Some buddies.
Well, we're on 1.5. If
We're not counting Valen. She's dead twice.
She's not part
I
of the
know.
main party.
She's part of the. Come on.
Yeah, but she's
Really?
technically dead twice because she's a lich.
True.
She is our Green Ranger,
dead.
and I will not hear anything else about it. So we're up to 6. We got 2 more to go.
Yeah.
How is the raunchy guy? He's still in the
Cal?
running. Yeah, I thought like, oh, we'll meet Cal with a busted pelvis somewhere.
I don't want to know how he's dead. Yeah.
destroyed.
Yeah, but first.
If he had a busted pelvis, then he went out how he went.
That's what I mean.
It's
It's just like it appears his hand is mostly.
He went out
kind of
coming while he was
thumbs up.
going.
He looks like he could be preparing for battle, but his thumb is
He-
placed
no, he-
upwards.
He actually died from dehydration.
do the spell to like see what his last words were.
Yeah.
One more time. God. All right, I suspect Cal's gonna be the last one that we find, and he will be the
What?
linchpin in a lot of things.
He might be. Who knows?
I
How be the
suspect.
last one?
He'll be the last one we find, and he's like, wait, not only is he not dead, he's the villain of this
He was
entire
the pure
thing.
energy.
He was no one all along.
He
He
was
was no
no
one.
one.
Energy.
Wait.
Or sexual.
Cal wanted to do fucking
Fine meal? A fine Chinese meal?
Cal made a wish to fuck everyone, and he literally fucked everyone
Then he
by destroying
became.
them.
Can he just be
became
petrified by
something-
fucking a rock?
Okay, but why would Cal fuck a rock? Is the rock that good, Cal?
Probably looks real good.
I mean, look at Dwayne Johnson.
Yikes.
What?
Okay. Until we disprove it, Cal is nobody because he wanted to fuck everything and got his wish. Now everything will be fused together.
Maybe he got his.
He's the father of no one.
What if it's the reverse? We find Cal. He's an old man. He has a wife, grandchildren. He's settled down,
So wholesome.
and he's
Maybe
he's having a
settled down.
happy life.
Yeah.
And then a second he sees, you gotta get me out of it. I fucked one woman my entire life. This was not what I wanted.
Aw.
I need more.
I think this is a good place to call it for tonight.
Yeah, that got weird. I'm sorry, chat.
It wasn't on you. It was all of us.
Yeah. All right. Fantastic work with the puzzle. For those of you that could figure it out, I was very deeply struggling. Sorry about that. I'm glad that some people in the party are much better at the puzzle than I was tonight. I had no clue how to do some of it. It was very, very cool to have the kind of Turner combination
It
lock
was fun.
inside. That was pretty neat. Yeah, I think we're still gonna be playing D&D next week, right?
Yeah, I don't think.
Think
We got
so.
Com Day, but it's on a Sunday, so we good.
Next week I won't be there.
On the 9th?
Yeah,
No. Oh, you're visiting your sister. Yay.
Aw.
yeah. Visiting from family.
Okay.
So what's the game plan there? Actually, you know, we're playing this off stream. We'll figure out if we're gonna do something.
We can just say next week while we're doing stuff, she's in there reading about Kellenborg to Van Valar.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hee
or something.
or something.
Yeah. Thanks again, everybody, for popping in and watching the VOD. If you're here live for a few minutes, we appreciate it. We'll see you guys in the next one. There will be D&D tomorrow as well. Cari and I have our monthly Ebron game tomorrow. See you then. Take care. Bye.
Bye. Mesh, you didn't say the thing. Is this out
Yeah.
yet?
Are we done?
Oh,
Is it
oh,
mesh
he's
yet?
dead.
It's ring time.
Is it mesh yet? No, apparently not.
Can't hear you.
Ah.
I literally have to hold my mouse because I have the stop streaming button. I've been waiting on Mesh to say the thing.
He said it. He did the punch. Is it Saturday?
But we
yet?
can't hear him.
Do it
One
again.
last fuck you breaker was.
Do it live.
Testing.
There,
we
there, you
go.
got it.
Now fist the camera.
Yikes. No, don't do that.
No?
Muted.
Oh, you're frozen too.
There, you're
There you
good.
go,
You're
now
good.
back.
Okay.
All right. Do
It
it.
is Saturday yet? Boom.
Yeah, he said the line.
All right, we're getting out of here now. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.